Brianna. She hands out some of the umbrellas as needed for those of you who do not have protection from the rain. Anyone wants to take it? And then I'll show you the place. She gestures her umbrella towards the door, taking a few steps towards the building's entry and welcoming dry overhang.
Yes, please. Yes, thank you for the umbrella.
Thank you.
All right. You can see, as she's guiding you into this overhang, kind of where she's standing, where it's a little bit more dry, the steps aren't. That's why the colors are a little different. But everything that's obviously the brighter color is dryish. You can see that there's a catfolk that sprawls beneath the eaves of the dormitory here. A slice of sticky-looking mango laying on a cloth on his chest, and he looks like a bobcat. He's got long ears with dark brown spots that accentuate his amber-colored eyes. He's wearing very layered red robes. He looks up from licking the juice off his fingers, his mouth spreading with a toothy smile. "Half of some mango," he says, cheerfully while gesturing idly to the fruit. "Or, if you'd prefer something to cheer you up from the rain, make some wine brewing back in my room. Don't offer them your moonshine," as he scolds before addressing you again. "This is cheesery. Got another handout for you."
Shazira says alcohol, Mariah's eyes bright.
Sorry, I said it wrong. It's Shazir.
Yeah, actually, while Kane's been very serious looking this whole time, when they mention alcohol, like, he gives a quick smile before he composes himself.
I'm pretty sure alcohol is the same in every language.
Shazir. Become a slacker like him. But a slacker, SE, I just don't need to study. Murrans have the best natural magic. So, Zier says, he is trying to run the entire school, even playing teacher for the new students. Looks like, and he winks at you. FC blows out a sharp breath. Orit told me to get that settled, and that handling the new students was our job. We look like attendants to her. Yeah, to be honest. Zier replies, turning his attention back to peeling the skin off another slice of mango. She waits for a moment before scuffling her foot at the catfolk's tail and then stepping over him to go inside.
Are you supposed to follow her?
He'll bend down a bit and whisper, "Oh, you should actually study for your test. I would love to try your beverages later if you would have time."
Have some made later. Come by and have some. He holds up a slice of mango for you. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Good.
Fire Dormitory is an open-airy building with several comfortable couches and beautiful mosaics. 4 tall spires, as you saw, surround the building to the north, 2 to the south, about 50 feet high. These spires stand much taller than, obviously, a single-story dormitory. The northwest spire, though identical to the other 3 around the dormitory, has something strange about it. She even kind of notions back out towards the direction you guys came from, where I'm hanging over here. There's some sort of gravitational anomaly that surrounds it, so as long as you're within 15 feet or closer to it, you can literally jump about 60 feet to the air, incredible ease, and even fall safely back down to the ground. The Megamian students use this zone to slingshot each other into the air for fun, or access the sloped roof, the dormitory top for some privacy, but we call it the Soaring Spire. Surprisingly, Abram, another fellow dormant of ours, uses it as a launching point to hang glide as he tries to fly through the air. And you remember teacher mentioning somebody who has like this profound need to want to fly. Open construction allows ample light throughout the daylight hours, and lanterns hang in each room to provide lighting at night. Ceilings are about 10 feet tall throughout, and the sturdy wooden doors latch from the inside for privacy. But some students have, at their expense, installed better locks. Each dorm room has mosaic floors like everywhere else, and university-provided bed. There's a couch inside, a chest. Some chambers originally served different purposes and were later converted into residences. Some rooms are larger than others. This discrepancy is of minor contention between of us students here in this residence. She says this, she taps Some of the moisture from her umbrella at the doorway here kind of rested on the inside, and I know I moved her a little bit. Umbrella rack right there. He notions to the room that you are all standing in, and says, "This is the common room. As you can see, this is a large room decorated with colorful and intricate mosaics on the walls, the floors, the number of colorful plush couches. Students come here to relax, socialize with one another, and take a quick nap. And as you guys can look at how vast this entry room is. Like all the couches. Pretty nice in here, right? This is y'all's entryway. Sitting on one of the eastern couches is a handsome man. He's got dark brown hair, combed back with baby blue eyes that sparkle as he flips through a book labeled Formulas. That's what it says on one side. Wears a spectacular purple suit with black soles, glistening with a pristine shine. He sees you enter with Essie, puts the book away. Newcomers, welcome. Nasi Canterelles, Emerald Bows, he says with a very charming manner that seems as polished and rehearsed as his smile. He snaps to a standing position and shakes hands with whoever takes him in turn. I'm going to show you his art too.
You just say handsome man, Mariah.
Nasi Canterelles.
Nasi Canterelle.
Mariah's gonna give Ignacio her hand and pretend and be super shy, but playfully flirty-ish.
Looks at Cade as he sees that, and he gives you that smile. He looks at Cade and he says specifically to you, Cade. He says, "Well, aren't you a tall, drinkable?" He clears her throat before saying, "And you thirst up the students at a later time, Ignacy. I'm in the middle of a talk." That's on a sigh.
You're not bad looking yourself. And also your study of alchemy, quite entertaining. Perhaps we could have a conversation about that later.
He looks at Essie with a wink. "I hear you loud and clear, Essie," he says. It takes a bow. "I'll make myself scarce for the moment, but please, do come and see me later. I do sell alchemical items for a reasonable fee to recoup time and expenses, of course." And he moves down the hall towards a set of double doors within sight to the south or west. Down here. And he walks inside. Out of sight.
That's 5
see where he
minutes.
went. He went down here.
That's 5 minutes of the door time. I've already been hit on.
I'm gonna whisper to Kate, I'm gonna tap Kate, "Did he just hit on you?" As my heart's all broken in less than 5 seconds.
Oh, as you ask that, the doors reopen, and he goes, "Oh!" He shouts down the hallway before he disappears through. "Dorm also holds a bi-weekly game night that you are all welcome to attend. See you soon." And he closes the door back behind him before Essie shakes her head before looking back at you.
No, game night.
Game night. Oh.
Now some real fun.
Talked into bad decisions by attractive men.
Well, luckily I'm not the kind to lead others to bad decisions.
From the hallway, you can hear, oh my god, I keep forgetting how to pronounce that name. Jazir say, "People lost." Like you paid attention.
Don't worry, Lady Mariah. You are
Yes.
very, you have a very stunning face. I'm sure you will find someone to me your equal sooner than later.
One day, that face. Eternal depression. Go on.
Enters the common room from the west hallway around the corner. This humanoid knoll looks like a small dog with rich brown eyes. Her ears are pierced by what looks to be a fang of some large creature. Around her neck, she wears more of the same fangs, and below that, earthy colored robes of brown and green. She's leading a fluffy-looking chicken tied around a stick, and the chicken is eagerly gobbling up tiny insects that she is finding on the floor. Noel squeaks in horror when she sees you all, this group. She tries to hide around this couch, but poorly. And by hiding poorly, I mean that she runs behind it, then peeks around the side, and practically standing out in the open. It's the nice cover.
Oh.
One piece. She, the whole body is just hanging out one side, and half her face is behind the couch, so you can still see her fully. She sliced the pie, but in the wrong direction. She speaks to you all. She goes, "That's Anchorroot of the Rain Scribes," she says. She has been trying to clear out a mundane infestation of ants that has appeared recently. I see then places her hands on her thighs and semi-crouches. "Hun, we can still see you." Isn't a peep from the knoll, holding the same position from the couch. As he stands back up and sighs, "Haven't met anyone as great as her. Sand sculptures or raisin beetles and curation. However, she is rather shy. One time, she interrupted herself halfway through a presentation to exclaim, 'I'm sorry, I'm bothering you.' Ran out of the classroom crying, a poor thing. I chased after her, and we had a chance to chat. She and I talk often since, but she still has trouble coming up to people." She looks down the hall towards Anchorroot and calls out, "Do you need to tell me something, sweetie?" Which the Knoll gives a short nod. "I'll come find you after. I have to give the students a tour, okay?" Another short nod, and then the girl zips and just disappears down the hall. I'm going to now to reveal another picture to you guys. I forgot to do this when I was talking about this Knoll here.
She's a very nervous little thing.
And when did they say the game was? Sorry, what day?
Bi-weekly. They didn't mention a day specifically, but if you ask about it, I think it's Sunday, essentially. All have our own reasons for being here, but her clan, has been in decline for several decades. She is here for their sake. The entire family has placed their hopes on the young Knoll. Unfortunately, Garut's temperament is still suited for such pressure. Garut, nevertheless, takes her role as bonekeeper in training very seriously. They have faith in her, even if she doesn't. She sighs, and she goes, "If you act friendly with her, you may yet wrest a few soft-voiced responses from her, and possibly even convince her to show off her collection of fruit beetles."
Fruit beetles.
Yes.
Are they delightful to eat, or they're just beetles?
She cannot stand the idea of insects dying. It's a little different. The ones that she raises, she has a fondness to. No, fruit beetles eat fruit. They kind of swell up as such, but they're not harmful. Invasive species are the ones I know that she doesn't enjoy too much, centipedes and things like that. The other students living here are currently, I believe, elsewhere, but I know that you'll get a chance to meet them soon. Let's get back to the tour, yeah? This is Akoro Obio's room. Is of the Janti branch. He's an excellent bon-want youth from Sankor who loves sports, board games, card games, and deep research dives into random topics. She kind of gives a face at that. He once prepared an 8-hour presentation, a completely different topic, and was the one that the teacher assigned. And still got an excellent grade. He generally isn't out and about. He is generally out and about when not studying by taking part in foot races and kickball. When it comes to weekly game night, he has a staggering collection of games, periodically dragging us into being rather difficult games that he's collected from Entombo. He then points to the set of double doors. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just kind of curious. It's like, so what topic was he assigned then?
For that topic specifically, it was nothing to do with the weather, if I remember correctly. He had an entire topic about stone degradation. Like I guess it started with him talking about how stone wears down from water, but he didn't mention weather at all. He talked about how stones have aged in time. So he got a great grade for it. It was an 8-hour presentation.
Ooh. Do we have to do 8 hours of presentation?
A lot of things you'll have to do. School.
Well, I certainly hope so.
I don't think I could sit still that long.
Yeah. 8 hours? That's like sleeping. I need my 8 hours.
That's like a small event.
Most classes take 8 hours. Like, that was literally goodness for the rest of the people. They just had to listen to him for 8 hours, and then class was over.
Ugh.
It's not literally like everyone does 8 hours in one single day, but sometimes we get to see magical stuff too. But Anyway, and she points to the set of double doors right here, south of Akora's room. It's Zier's room. Met him already. She points back to the entryway. You can see him hear it. He hears his name and he waves, but continues to eat his fruit. He is with the Cascade Bearers. He likes to brew and is surprisingly good at engineering, in addition to finding new and what he claims as exciting ways to avoid doing extra work. It's a complete moonshine still in this room. I'd stay away from alcohol muddles the mind. Looks like we don't get along, and for a good reason. Seems to always know the answer when called upon in class, despite visibly sleeping through this, while the rest of us have to cram occasionally. Shakes her head, clearing her head before continuing. Now you can see why there's tension there. This kid is bright. He's the Sasuke of Naruto.
Yeah.
She's studying from him, not from anyone else.
She's mad because he doesn't have to study and he's smart, and she has to stay really hard sometimes.
He's the sorcerer and she's the wizard. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
He points to the first set of double doors here along the south wall, as well as the only set of double doors along the south wall, the common area. Hold on a second. Did I word that wrong? She points to the first set of double doors here along the south wall, as well as the only set of double doors along the south of the hallway. Area. I think I typed this up wrong, guys. Oh, from the southern hallway. No, I do it right. So there's another entrance. You have to enter just on that side. You see it down here? So if you come in from this direction, there's a set of double doors here.
Yep.
Then she points at these double doors here. Okay. He goes, that's what it was. The way I worded it made me confused. I should let you know. Those two rooms are available rooms for you to pick for yourselves, but we'll get to that at the end of the tour, okay? Notions to the double doors along the northern wall up here.
Mm-hmm.
North of that.
Oh, we get our own rooms up here.
Well, she mentioned these are two of the rooms you can pick for yourselves, but we'll get to that at the end of the tour. Room up that belongs to Noxolo, who studies with the Udunjante. She came here to escape her overbearing family, who had planned every aspect of her life. You heard about this as well from Olo. Every aspect, punishing her if she deviated even a little bit. Remember when he mentioned that? So now you know who he was talking about. Traveling, she dressed as a man to avoid being tracked down, and has admitted that she prefers the new look, and thus far has begun to experiment with various fashions and hairstyles. She's accompanied at all times by her 2-foot-long pet that she refers to as Snapple, a creature that resembles a fuzzy cross between a crocodile and a bear cub. The creature has attracted more than its fair share of curious scholars, though Zolo herself has stated that she is uninterested into what sort of creatures it truly is, or originally came from. She just loves it, and it loves her. She is most well known for pausing to dance and sing about what she is doing when she gets excited. And the strangest thing about her is she uses murder in her hypothetical examples. Weird, but it makes a lot of sense. It's like, well, imagine if this person had died, and she continues on her example, and it makes sense. The way, in case you haven't guessed it yet, part of this was to say something key about each person, as well as they're best known for. That's supposed to be spreading around, and I'm hoping that the rest of us can find that about you, because it kind of makes everyone comfortable, helps break the ice the first time. Anyway, she continues walking to the east. Continues to the east, stands for the small hallway that extends to the north. See, down at the end, there are two single doors, one leading west and one leading east.
Mm-hmm.
Western door down there leads to Habram Thoja's room of the rain scribes. And she mentioned him before. He's the who likes to fly, the spire, the way it lifts gravity. Is a Mimkay dwarf who takes part in recreational combat, cloud watching, hang gliding, and pyromania. He has said that his philosophy in life be summed up as go hard or go home. He's even jumped off a 3-story building to win a game back.
Ooh.
The strangest thing about him is that he constantly found a scene of fires. has never actually been at fault. Weird. It's never actually been him, but he just finds himself in each scene of the fire. It's like it follows him or he follows it. It's an open secret that he wishes to join the Tempest Sun Mages so that he can put destruction down on his foes. The branch's obligations to defend and thus stay within Magambia has left him unwilling. If you guys don't know this or not, but the Sun Mages typically stay in Antombo. They don't get to explore the world.
What's his name again?
His name is Hybrim Thojo.
Hybrim Jojo.
I'll type it. You'll see these guys again going forward. But then at that point, you'll see them in a handout section and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which, let me make sure that those are going to you, go. Boop, boop.
This one?
To the south, yeah. He opens those, walks in, and opens the next ones too. You guys can see.
Yeah.
Bathrooms. Yay. I need a shower after this.
So if you guys don't know how washrooms, it's a custom that you'd only really know if you are from like another country. Technically, in like America, obviously we jump right into the area that we bathe and do all the bathing all at once. But in a lot of places, what you do is you go to a room and you wash off first before you enter the bath, where you don't bring the filth with you. This is the washroom. This is where you would essentially put yourself on the benches. You bring buckets of water or whatever. You actually wash yourself, scrub yourself down before you actually get into the baths or the hot springs, whatever the case is. And obviously the rooms to the south are the pool. I just want to see. She then walks north to the next north doors up here. Fire going right over to that mask on the wall. He opens the doors there, revealing the room beyond. A boop. There's a few heaps of clothes that litter the floor. She says this antechamber serves as a washing and changing room for the bath to the north. We've converted it and the western one into laundry rooms. However, as most of the rooms on this side don't have residents, the baths to the north are slightly kept cooler than the west bath. As such, it sees less use from the residents, as does the laundry room here. You can tell that these clothes have been here. Oh no, wait. She says this, okay. These clothes have been here for, I'm sorry, months. Let's claim them. As such, you can keep them if you like or discard them. They're clean, but no one's claimed. Weird. Then crosses the room and heads to the north, the next set of doors. Washroom. Baskets and everything. Jesus.
Man, the washers are huge.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people can do laundry at the same time. It gets hand wash kind of stuff.
Like a full-on
Right.
room.
As we have something happened. As you cross through the room, two creatures burst free from the baskets to the east, each resembling frogs, but made of what looks to be folded cloth, pop at you with intent. And now, initiative.
What?
Where are they?
You said from the baskets.
Next to our squishy sorcerer.
Wait. TPK part 1.
Well, and I have something for this.
So they're
Yeah,
towel
there we go.
frogs?
Look at that initiative roll. Wow.
I missed my good initiative.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Performance goals. Yeah.
Someone's having the good initiative.
60 and then does damage. A dangerous sorcery says if you use a spell slot, which you just did, does an
Okay.
extra 1, and that creature is burned to a crisp.
Oh,
That
nice.
one has
Wow.
Oh.
Alamodia.
All right. That ends her turn.
Alright, so this creature is going to hop back into the box. Next, what do you do?
Fling with Cade.
Shoot out.
Instead of using a whip, we're going to use draw our rapier. Stab to death.
Stab into the laundry hat basket?
Yep.
Okay. Work. That is a miss.
Ooh, well, we're flanking.
Are flanking. Things technically got greater cover because it's so small and it's made of cloth. It's got greater cover right now. But the flanking reduced it by 2, adding 2 to its armor class.
Gotcha.
Second, right into a basket full of laundry and stuff like that, which is where it went into.
Wait, that's it.
Okay.
I'm going to lift up the laundry basket and dump it out.
Okay.
Well, it's in the laundry basket to hide, so now I'm dumping it out so it can't hide in the laundry basket.
If you want to let go of your bow, you need 2 hands to do it in 1 action, or 1 hand you can do it 2 actions.
I'll do the 2 actions, no big deal.
Okay. Yeah, you dump it out. Not the thing anymore. That's roll me a perception check. What do you do for your last action?
Last action is to all right. So let's see, where is this ranger? Last action is to fire this one up here, this one.
Okay. No one's not in combat anymore. Nancy.
He's gonna first ask Essie, did one of the other students make these?
You want to wait for her reply, or do you want her to reply now?
I'll wait for her reply.
Spellskins. This turn. And they look frightened. And plus, Dancy Mooncap says, "I think they're just going to try to flee," and you're like, "I don't care."
Yeah, we're like, I
She's
think they're just running away from us.
She's gonna step over, bring out some rope, and tie the whole basket while they're in there.
There's a lid to it.
Tie the lid to the basket.
So if it's in your backpack, which it is, it's going to take many actions to pull out your backpack. You got to take the backpack off, then open the pack, and then get inside. It's not an easy process to do this round.
Oh, I can't just reach in and just grab it.
Oh.
Okay, so
backpacks aren't like, even in real life, like a zipper backpack that's strapped to your back so you can walk around with it comfortably is almost impossible to even unzip, and then get in there and get the thing that you need. I don't know if you could reach down and then reach over your right shoulder and try to touch your tailbone. You can't reach into a good backpack.
Can I reach into a backpack within 6 seconds?
You got to take it off.
Okay, fine. Can I use my whip? Can I use my whip to just tie them up?
Whip is not that long. So what are you trying to tie up?
The basket? Yes.
Imagine like a wicker basket in real life, about up to your belly. The lid would be about the size of a basketball. You could take the whip and hold it down to either side, but these creatures are small. They can come up the side of the and they're flat. They're cloth. And they're folded up in what?
I'm still gonna do it. Better idea. I'm just gonna hold the basket down with my athletics, just to keep them in there.
You mean lay on top of it so they can get around you?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. What do you want to do?
As I'm striding, hey, dancing mooncap, why don't we go check out the bats? Walk over here, open the door.
Yeah, combat's pretty much over.
Yeah, pretty much, I just don't. Yeah. He opens the door and just, so I have to take 3 actions, but he's sitting by the pool. Or sitting by the bath, I guess.
See, Cat, what do you do?
He'll stride over and put his wooden shield on top of the basket.
Underneath the belly of the person laying. Got it. It doesn't seem to do anything on its turn. Moonfire, what do you want to do? Flower?
Yeah.
He is always disappearing.
No. Sorry. It's like there's Moonflower and then there's Mooncap, and it's like I thought it was
Oh.
What are the odds you both guys named each other Moon? Like, what are the odds of that ever happening?
Honestly, yeah. Well, after I get this laundry out of my mouth, I'm kind of just fed up with these weird paper things. I'm just about to head out through that open door over there.
What?
No, Ripple. Listen, this weird paper thing annoyed me. I'm scurrying along with them.
Alright, now let's see if the bloodthirsty person can stop their rage for a moment. What do you want to do, Mariah?
I'm gonna be like, Dancing Mooncap, should I destroy this one for you, or should I just let it be?
Let it be.
Let it be. Okay. Seeing that she has Dancing Mooncap's approval now, he's gonna go chill over there with Cade. He's like, hey, nice pull, Cade. And just relax and lounge over there.
X.
She's gonna take a deep breath.
You too.
Okay, good. Finally, she's gonna get the rope and actually tie it this time.
Gonna tie down
This whole basket.
Dancing Moon's shield to the basket.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna jump instead of combat. You said more combat? Got it. Doing it.
Thank you, Mooncap. Wait, do you prefer to be called Mooncap or Dancing?
Well, Moon for short works, or Cap, since we also have a moonflower.
Do we call someone Flower and the other one Cap?
They haven't bothered us. They were hiding in the wicker basket, so this site's really used, so I don't think any of us need the presence for here. I mentioned they're generally harmless. Occasionally still the attendant kerchief or sash, but or to us residents, and upon seeing you, maybe they mistook you for intruders.
But you guys don't normally
He's
have
the
them in
last
here.
one's friend now.
I doubt that. You probably murdered its only friend, so
I'll be his friend now.
or if they're real friends and they're forced to be your friend. That seems very tainted.
Well, everyone needs friends.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, she shakes her head. Poor things.
Why didn't you attack us, Essie?
Wasn't going to do anything. They didn't try to do anything to me. You look plenty capable.
But it attacked Dancing Mooncap. He's really hurt. I had to heal him up.
Yeah,
What?
it slashed me too.
Yeah.
Is anyone still hurt?
Thing is very easy to handle. If asked, I could have told you. Grabbing them would have probably made him go docile.
Grabbing them? I scanned. Well, I looked at them and there was no weakness to them.
It's not a weakness. Hard to fight back with you.
Well, I did trap one, so we're good.
You said some of these clothing would be free to take.
Yes. No one's claimed them in some time, so they're yours if you want them.
It would be nice to have some clothing that would be suitable for this environment. I'm not particularly accustomed to jungle climate.
Can I keep the basket, the one with the rope and the shield?
I keep the shield too.
Well, I'm gonna give it back, but can I keep the basket? For future, research.
That.
I mean, are you?
Search on a basket.
I'm keeping the basket with the folded animal in it.
I don't think anyone will object.
I mean, if you really want a basket, you can have it. I mean,
Thank you.
Water in it. You want a pet?
Yeah.
do you shower mushroom? Do mushrooms shower, Dancing Mooncap?
I mean, of course I need to get clean occasionally.
Wouldn't you grow other mushrooms, fungi? Because water plus mushrooms?
I haven't, so I don't think that's how it works.
Okay. Just wondering.
Curious about how nose get clean as well. I'm sure you don't quite like water on your fur.
It is not that. We normally do not have enough water where from to bathe. We use dirt bath.
So mud.
No, dust.
Just dust.
No water.
We'll show you how to shower bathe for the first time. Don't worry.
Points to the south past the double doors in that direction and says, outside and to the east is a frog pond. The various puddles spring up all over campus during this rain season. Deep pond there remains there all year round. While Marima is convinced that bugs in the pond are enchanted and look on her, bugs are actually entirely ordinary. Are attracted to bright colors and unusual scents that she usually wears. Also she comes over this direction. Points to these doors, and she goes, as you saw from before, this is Ignacci's room. You met him earlier. He is, as he said, studying with the Emerald Bows. Born in the colony of Sargava, the king of the nation of Viridian. Aside that, all I really know about him is he is his work ethic. He's polite, he's intelligent, but I think it's also impressed his teachers. He generally avoids the attention and has really friends. It's the dorm's primo go-to for cryptology and high fashion, though. I have already mentioned his affinity for handsome men, but his strangest quirk is that he starts his assignments over from the beginning every time he makes one mistake. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
He walks to the next doors along the south wall. Cat is going. Got up and moved. Cool. Not what it means. Because I'm moving does not mean it's time for me to feed that good. Points to next southern doors here. This room belongs to Strands of Glowing Dawn, Zeniway. Shy and somewhat awkward Anadi? Yeah, Anadi from the nation of New Vakta. Due to her 2 children, she received the largest dorm room, which the other residents have grudgingly admitted is fair, thus off limits from any of the student gambits and gambling. She is studying with the Emerald Bows as well, and even though she is a middle-aged woman, she stands out among her younger peers. Many of the Moagni Expanse mistakenly believe in shape-shifting Anadis, the humans who turn into hideous spider creatures at night, though Gambia possesses a much more enlightened view of Anadis. Anyway, still painfully aware that Minoy is terrified of spiders. She is more forgiving of repulsed reactions than her friends that she should be. She has a very cooperative and generous nature and often leaves her peers small gifts to make them comfortable, such as cups of chilled tea, delicious snacks, or even soft scarves of encophagans woven from her own silk. Despite her introverts, her 2 toddlers constantly pull her out of her shell. They are named Zakva and Zanvi. The rambunctious pair have no qualms about jumping around in spider form, sometimes pestering other students, climbing into spaces they shouldn't. Try not to let it bother you. Their mother has impressive ability to lasso her children from over 50 miles away, retrieve them if they get out of hand. She usually carries them with her during classes, but will often ask others to watch them if the twins refuse to behave. She taps her nose and points to each of you.
Is the mother an Anadi as well, or?
Yes, they're all Anadis.
Oh.
A race of shapeshifters, but predominantly having a spider form and that of a humanoid form, able to blend in between both species.
That sound confusing.
Well, think of you right now and Ripple. Basically, you can change into Ripple, and Ripple can change into you. But Spider.
Ripple cannot change it to me. Ripple is Ripple.
Well, it's just an example. Yeah, don't take it so seriously.
I say bad example.
You 2 argue a lot for just having to spit.
She continues to the west into double doors right here. It's my room. You can see in there? Good.
Okay.
She opens her ride. You can see the room is crammed to the brim with hiking and sports sticks. There's cut pieces of leather, carving supplies, book glue, parchment, stray books, half-done sewing projects. She sees this, as you do, and looks immediately embarrassed before promptly shutting the doors.
You almost didn't see it, but like there was like a hint, like a little vein pulsing in his head when he saw like the disorganization, perhaps.
Disorganization mess, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for the mess. It's still so strange to have a large room to myself. It feels so empty from what I'm used to in my upbringing. Motions to the south, wanting to continue the tour, obviously. Did I mention that I am the Tempest Sun Mages? No? Well, let's continue then. He points to the south. This room formerly belonged to Hybrim, but the dwarf wagered it in a high-stakes card game and lost, so it now belongs to Marima Kaitana. Her familiar is a fat monitor lizard she has named Kedu. Usually spends its time asleep near the window like a cat would, but she studies towards joining the Cascade Bearers currently. She's most well known for summoning a devil on accident during a complex mathematical proof during class. Imagine that. She was just doing a mathematical proof and summoned a devil. It's very, very smart.
Huh.
What kind of devil?
She was, it was just a common imp, but you do a ritual for that. It's not mathematics. It's very strange.
Exactly. That's impressive.
He excels at combat theory, occult lore, and linguistics. Teachers here at the Magambia tactfully describe her as a student with an interesting personality, and she falters between responsibility and unreliability with infuriating frequency. Attitude likewise flips between unbearable kindness to her friends or outright viciousness against her foes. If you ask me, she lives the kind of life that even storytellers might consider unrealistic. Wildly fluctuating luck and outlandish events frequently plaguing her. She likes to tell stories that even more are unbearable. Even her fellows to wonder if she's cursed, blessed, or just a pathological liar. To date, Rima has nearly started a cult by accident while drunk, been subjected to discipline for selling curses, and had her heirloom magical staff disintegrated by a freak bolt of lightning.
What?
To date, that's a lot of interesting stories, weird occurrences. He continues walking to the west.
Sounds like she's in the wrong branch then.
He then walks a little bit, about halfway up this hallway to the doors up here.
There's only one more person that could belong to.
And this is Anchorroot's room. And we're at the end of our tour, your new home. There are two areas that you'll likely want to while you're living on campus, the dining hall and the student supply store. The latter is particularly important as you must go there to get your stipends or supplies and other living expenses. Look, go pick out your rooms for yourselves and unpack. I'm going to go in here and have a speak with Anchorroot. When I'm done, I'll take you over to those locations so you know where they are.
Okay. Oh, come on, everybody. Let's pick our rooms out.
Ooh, I want the prettiest room. Let's go.
I should note, in addition to sharing living space, you have been chosen to become a cohort with one another. Cohorts at the Magambia are initiate groups that share the same class schedule and prerequisite. Why it's done like this is so that your groups can rotate duties with other cohorts to ensure that each cohort gets a specific day off each week for their work. We'll cover more on that later, but for now, go pick a room.
So ladies' choice first, right?
Which one's this for?
I am going to open them, and you guys can move.
Mooncap.
Okay, first come, first serve. Let's go. Woo!
Moonflower, you like that one?
Yep. All me.
You like that one, Vex?
Love it.
Okay. There's 3 rooms left to pick between Cade and Dancing Mooncap.
I'm gonna let Dancing Moon pick, and then I'll pick the last one.
It's not the last one. There's 3 more.
I know, but I want to pick one of the evil ones, so I'm gonna pick, and then I'll pick.
The one down south had a window. That would be very nice for you. Me, on the other hand, I'll take this one.
I agreed. I was hoping you would leave this one open. Hold on, no, stop. Damn, not there. Over here. This one open or no?
Oh, that's Harburn's room. One
Oh.
straight south of you, and the one is by the southern entrance room.
Hey, this one's open.
No, straight south.
Oh,
Way down the
straight-
end of the hall. That one to the south of you.
This one here. This one.
I'll have to
Yeah,
mark it
yeah,
up.
I'll take-
I guess it is this one, and there's also this one.
Well, I wanted one specifically by the entrances. That was the intent.
Oh.
And Boone doesn't want the window.
The window is nice too.
Exactly.
I'll put
Is
some curtains up. I'll
Yep.
put some curtains up.
Boone was going to put the bed in front of the window to completely block the lake. He needs his little cave to eat.
Are you gonna grow a little forest in your room? Let the fun guy come in.
Surprise dancing that you picked the little one and not the. I mean, there's a big room over there next to
He's a little guy.
right. Just pick out your room. You start unpacking, leaving things behind that you want to
Oh,
leave behind.
this one was open here up here.
Oh,
This one is.
This
Oh,
one.
Okay. I don't want the pink one. Never mind. Forget.
That ain't pink. That ain't pink.
Is it
What color
red?
is that?
That's blue and rose and crimson.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Fine. I'll take the blue and rose and crimson.
Don't want the smaller room by the entrance.
The small room by the entrance is nice, but like, I'll stay around. It's fine.
I can do it whenever. Yeah, I can do it whenever.
You come out of the room as a different person, kind of thing, and they're like, "Wait, who are you?"
Pretty much.
I just wanted to go here so everybody can remember the rooms that they've picked. I was bored at one point dancing Mooncap. I'm so sorry. I just started throwing shrooms and shit in your room.
If you're ever bored again, put some rocks in. He's going to build himself a little cave.
Yeah, I put dirt on the rug that looks like it's a shadow in the bed. I just threw in
Yeah.
some mushrooms. I don't know what I was thinking. I was on a phone call, and it was a very I didn't have to pay attention to kind of phone call, and I was just kind of looking at your room here. So I do. Sorry, I can delete that. Everyone to decorate, but I was just goofing.
But like I said, if you're ever bored again, add some rocks.
I gotta see his room.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, look.
Flowers room. Let's go.
Flower room? Where?
That's Dancing Moonlight's room. Moontap.
Up here.
Oh, I like the mushrooms, buddy. Did you just grow it?
Yeah, it's literally been 10 minutes. It's
I think we
And
have
the best druid in the world.
I think we have a future druid in the making right here.
Man, you got busy fast.
So these are your babies technically, or no? How do you mushroom reproduce?
We don't. I'm a leshy.
Oh, true.
Druids build my body and then summon my spirit.
Oh, cute.
So you going to be making like a Leshy army in there?
I wasn't planning on it.
Great, now I got him thinking.
Well, if you ever get lonely, there's stuff in there.
So like a reincarnation.
Great. Did you all pick out your rooms? Essie says, kind of approaching you guys from the western hallways.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yes.
did.
Yep.
That's the dark and brooding lady. What was her name? X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about her?
Where is she?
Oh, she's in her room. She told me to, stay around, watch for her, stuff.
Well,
Move.
You guys now, the person that just spoke up is this little short gnome-like creature. You know what? How about you describe this person?
All right, will do. So she's about 3 feet tall, green hair, red eyes, and whenever she lies or speaks in riddles, she turns purple. So whenever her mood changes, she changes color. She's a chameleon gnome.
Who are you?
Oh, you don't remember me?
No, not at all. I remember 5 of you, one of you having a shadow about you.
Well, I tricked you all. That's one of my little illusions.
Yes.
So I'm actually
So
doing
that
pretty
was you
good
the
there.
whole time.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see.
Did you enjoy the joke?
I mean, it was off. Wasn't expecting it. I honestly thought that when you mentioned she was still back in the room, I was like, well, who am I talking to now? But if it's you, it's you. And I mean, there's a lot of practical jokes that happen around here. Some people get bored, but I don't find humor in it. Anyway, are you ready to?
Yes.
Mariah's gonna have no idea what's going on because I don't speak her language, so I'm just gonna be like, "Who is she, Cade?"
Cade will turn his attention to her and say in Talbot, appears Vex and her are the same somehow. Apparently she was using illusion magic. I find it quite discerning, though. Unfortunately,
it's a little bit juvenile. Yeah.
Yes, of course. That was my thought too. I'm glad to see that there's some maturity still in this dormitory, though.
This way, I suppose. Alright, so as you guys can see here, you're coming out of the Spire dormitory. She leads you down the road. It is raining. She grabs those umbrellas to kind of help in the situation. And she even mentions as you guys are running across the direction, just tell me if you guys getting wet. She kind of laughs and she goes, you best get used to it. It rains like this over half the year.
Fun.
Sometimes it can be, but it's always wet and there's always that smell. Moisture, I guess.
Where I come from, rain is quite common as well, so it's not a bother for me.
I mean, that's how I shower.
Essie takes you and shows you the Magambia's dining hall. It is a large kitchen-warmed facility with handsome mosaics and plenty of seating. She even says, though most students take their meals outside on sunny days, the hall is a very popular meeting place for students and teachers during the rainy season, like now. She says this and leads you inside, and there are indeed several dozen people here in social circles. Scholars soak up the warmth, chatting with each other, and casually eating slices of mango or plantains from wide, shallow buckets. You can see teachers discussing grades or upcoming lessons at other tables. A female human with a chef's hat and a white apron steps out through a doorway and approaches your group with a smile. And there are handouts for her. I'm wondering if they have it in. Yep, here it is. She takes off the chef's hat for a moment to introduce herself to you. Now, I don't know why they drew her with her eyes closed. That is very strange.
Some people, I get it. Some people, when they smile, do close their eyes. I don't know. It's just a genetic.
Or the artist didn't want to draw eyes because they suck at them. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel like that.
She approaches you guys with a smile. She goes, "Hello, loves. I am Lumisa Yao, the head chef. If you can't have guests, then make it a point to come out and greet all the new students and welcome them into the dining hall, which is my domain." She opens her arms wide and takes a deep breath in, like purely proud of the area that she stands upon. She begins to speak again. She says, students receive 2 meals each day, and that the dining hall is open to mostly from sunrise until 2 hours after sunset each day. So that you guys know, meals, much like in the the Quest of the Frozen Flame, doesn't matter as much. You get 2 a day. If you want more beyond that, you'll probably have to pay for your own food, so on and so forth. But so long you're on campus, you get 2 meals a day. You got to show up. You give them your name. It marks off one of the ones that you ate. And it's open. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying question. Question, my friend. You said we get 2 meals a day. Is there a way that we can transfer our is it considered rude to take our food back to our dormitory?
No, not at all. You don't have to eat here. Most people do.
And if, say, I knew I was going to be busy in my studies all day, could I take both meals with me at once, or do I have to come back and
You would have to come back, sadly. We've had people do the same thing, and they would end up missing. I would
No,
say go
it
missing.
is not a problem. I was just wanting to know the etiquette, of course.
Oh, I'm glad you said something, actually. She reaches into her apron and procures a few glass beads, and they resemble pieces of fruit. If you guys remember, you guys got a glass bead already from Teacher Oz.
Oh, yeah.
A little glass bead set. Although most workers in the dining hall know students by sight, I would encourage you wear these along with your other beads to mark your status. And she hands each of you a glass bead that resembles a fruit. It doesn't matter which fruit it is. You can even decide whichever fruit that you like. Maybe it is your favorite fruit. But on your character sheets, in the notes section, you should see where I put Teacher's Ought bead, unless you haven't done it yet. Once you underneath it, type in glass bead fruit, or you can use like mango glass bead, whatever the case is, and then afterwards you can mark her name.
In our notes
Yeah,
of our character sheet?
On your character sheet, yeah. There should have, hopefully it's already been done, because it's very important to put it there. Yeah, you see down there, I see. Under notes would be the perfect place for it. You have Teacher's Ought bead.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher's Ought speed.
Yep.
And we pick a fruit, right?
Yeah, you can pick a fruit if you want.
Glass bead. What was her name again? Her name was Lumia Sue.
Oughts.
Lucy Yao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Teacher's Ought bead is just a bead. That one was a blue and yellow bead.
Does it matter about the colors?
Mikey. A necklace, bead string, right?
What color was it? What color did she just give us?
It doesn't matter. The color would be whatever fruit you decide.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, you have Teacher's Ought.
I'll take apple, so I'll just do red.
Blue
I'll just
and
color it red.
yellow. Bead. Teacher Ought. Something like that.
Is there mango?
Did you move from the notes, you monster?
Oh, I did it. Oops, I put it in there. You said in the notes section.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
What happened?
Somebody changed notes?
Like this. So you've got the, I think it's blue and yellow.
Oh,
Teacher Ought. Then now you have you're picking strawberry.
So I pick a blue and yellow. Okay.
That's perfect. So I think it saved it. Something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and type it. Oh, shit.
Oops. Did I just make
No, it's me. No. It's all fine. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it just to kind of give everybody an idea of how it kind of can look. You can make it look any way you want to, but technically under your bead string. So you need to list it under notes so you can kind of know what it is. You have a blue and yellow one from Teacher Oz. I think it's blue and yellow. I'll correct it if I'm wrong. I have to look back in the notes. And then you can list that you have a glass fruit, whatever the fruit you want to. It doesn't really matter if you choose it doesn't. You can put the color if you want to in there as well.
Okay.
They mentioned that everyone's going to have. You'll see a couple of like veteran students here who have several beads on a string, essentially attached to them somewhere. And this designates you guys as obviously initiates. You don't have that many beads, and then so on and so forth. In the military, when I went to AIT, our bead string technically was that we had to walk around with a pistol belt with a single canteen on it. Very uncomfortable and very awkward looking, wearing it on the outside of your BDUs, and just let everybody know that you are here for school. You're not technically on station. That's kind of what it is as well. Put that in your notes section because it does matter. These come into play specifically for RP reasons and such. She sizes each of you up as you're essentially taking these beads and attaching them to your pimpin' string that you have. She grins. She goes, though the school gives its students a stipend, if you're looking for any money-making opportunities, I occasionally use students to help the constantly overworked kitchen staff. Students who wish to make or have interest in said extra currency can earn income by helping out in one of the few activities. There's things like she starts to snap, and this is probably why she has her eyes closed. She's thinking a lot. Harvest nearby jungle fruits, which is survival. Help tend to community gardens, nature. Repair serving dishes or kitchen implements. That's a big one. That's crafting. Or use other relative skills like cooking. If you happen to be good at cooking, which would be like cooking. Outside of that, I'm usually
I
always
was
here.
going to take cooking lore, so maybe I can do that.
Well, great. We can always use the help if you need extra money. We got you. Outside of that, I'm usually always here. If you need something or wish to take me up on one of these tasks, till then, and she does a short bow, I must get back to work. She excuses herself immediately. Essie waves at a few people during this conversation. If you guys, she's right there. After Lumissy, she points out one of them to you. She's waving to. She says, that's a Koro, another dormant of ours. She points out this person with bright green eyes, dark-skinned young man, wearing several glass beads on a string around a few rows of white, brown, and green. I got a handout for this guy. Hey, named Koro. Haha. See his necklace of all the different glass beads? There's a lot of them there.
Wow.
He's been there for a good bit. Atop his head is a few wrappings like a turban, but they're loose, but they're full of colorful greens, but they're not as bright as his eyes. He even calls out, goes, Essie, come sit. He calls out, and she shakes her head in response. Still giving the new students a tour. He nods and returns to the conversation he's having with a few others. Don't see anyone else yet, but this is the dining hall. Need to eat something right now, you can, but if not, let me show you where the supply store is real fast while we still have some light outside. She motions towards the set of doors opposite of the ones that you in. Good. You guys want to keep following?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back outside. Oh, there was a campus buildings one. That's cool. Okay. As you guys can see from the dining hall, she takes you back out. You go past the dormitories here, past the Spartan Fields, past the Leshy Gardens, all the way up to the Powder Pile. This is a much larger trip, a much longer trip to get to. That's probably why she wanted to leave. But the supply store is affectionately named the Powder Pile due to its large collection of magical powders. It is run by a diligent kobold by the name of Doshin. Zokin? XH? I'm so bad with it. I know X's are usually Z's.
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn? Shao Kahn?
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn? Yeah. She says, I'm sorry, that should have been her. I forgot to put a quotation mark at the front to know to say that this is her doing it. My bad. She says this as she guides you down through the rain, crossing past your dormitory and several other buildings. You get to the location and you enter. The rather large building has several shelves and ladders along the walls, with a small desk sitting right in its center. Behind it is a weathered but energetic-looking kobold who hops up on the desk, fully gets like a squat and says, "Look at you," arrow in his eyes, but he's got a very large smile. He goes, "Hello, new students. It is I, Zokan." He reaches down and picks up a few small lumps of what looks to be clay. "Come, take from me," he says. And a picture of this guy as well.
He seems energetic.
Why would you not put them in named NPC? Oh my god.
So what? They don't have one for him?
So they do. I think that they mentioned him in another book. So now I gotta go hunting. But you guys go ahead and decide if you're gonna go. I'll find him though.
I mean, we do get a stipend from him, correct? I believe so. I believe.
They don't have his actual handout. It's in the art handout.
I believe there was some talk about
this guy. That's what he looks like. Over there. That's the guy in the back. That's the little ball. Now, that's Indasi, and then that's actually a high green dwarf. That's also one of your classmates too. But that's the kobold back there in the back.
I believe there was some talk of a stipend that we were to acquire from this kobold. So I think it would be imperative that we visit at least.
Oh, money, I heard money. Yes.
As he nods to you, saying, "It is part of the process. Each of you grab a lump, quick."
Okay. We'll grab a lump.
Grab a lump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, grab one.
Does anyone not grab a lump? Moonflower?
Yeah, grab a lump. I don't see why not.
Okay. Alright, you take it. He speaks again. "You will roll it into a bead and return it to me. I add it to my collection." He motions to a small table off near the wall, and you can see that there's it looks like a an autopsy kind of tray, like a metal tray that's got a little handle on top that you can push this on top of wheels, and it's empty currently, but there is like a wax paper on top of it.
How do we roll it?
Can we roll in our hands?
Essie nods to you again in affirmation, saying, looking to see you guys are starting to figure this out. He goes, on the hand of this task, Zokon, I'd like to purchase a few items. And he hops off the desk, and the two begin to, browse the shelves. What does Essie eat, he says, and they kind of trail off. He does not answer your question about how you roll it into a bead.
Just feel it.
Okay,
Like, any way for me to, study this thing real quick?
In your hand, even the smell, it smells like mud. It's clay, for sure.
Well, I got nothing except just roll it in your hands.
is that crafting, maybe, or?
Up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use crafting to use my knowledge.
Hey, so pretty.
Jesus, Cade. Holy shit.
I mean, I'll use
Is that a
crafting.
19? It was a 19. God.
Wow.
Since clay is from Mother Nature, can I use nature to roll it?
If you want to.
Okay.
We'll do so as well.
Same here.
Anybody needs help, I can assist. That seems like everybody's got.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You guys want to put the beads down onto the table now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I give it another shot?
If you want to.
Okay.
You want to hero point it, or are you just going to try again?
Try again. All right, I'll keep that. I'll put it down now.
You do not need to do checks. I just like to see how you guys start using your creative mind. See? This is what's fun about this campaign, is you are thinking outside the box.
0 point.
I also want to still hero points from you guys. B on his face. He then reaches into a pocket on this large blouse that he's wearing and gives you each a tan glass bead. It looks like a bulging sack. So now on your notes, underneath fruit, you're going to write tan glass bead, and you're going to put Zokon afterward. Or you can put tan bulging sack. However you want to describe it, just make sure that you put quotations or something afterwards where you got it, which is a powder pile, Zokon, whatever you want to type.
What was the color of the bead?
It is tan. It looks like a bulging sack, like a treasure sack.
Got it.
Now trade. Now with your other needs. And here is student money. And then he reaches into his other pocket and gives you each your initial stipend of 40 gold.
Wow.
Oh, good for level 1. Thank you. I do a bow.
So everyone add 40 gold to your character sheet currently.
All right. Nice money. If
Thank
only I
you.
knew what he was.
He also, in addition to this, there's another tray he rolls out from behind the desk like he was expecting you, and on it are several other basic supplies for you guys that you can also put in your stowed items for right now. Parchment, quills, and ink. So everyone get a writing set if you don't already have one.
Got it.
Yeah, if you had one,
If you have one, you can make it 2.
Okay.
But this will be under stowed for right now. If you don't have one currently, you can drag and drop writing set.
Writing 6.
Yep.
Got it.
So long as you student in good standing, you receive basic school supplies. Oh, and this, at the start of each month, he reaches into a third pocket and gives you each 4 gold.
Wow.
More money. Thank you, Shokon.
Your first month stipend.
What do we have use for this thing?
It's called
not
money.
aware of-
It's called money. We use it to buy stuff. Moonflower.
Don't you have
Money.
currency when you're from?
We have community pile.
Think of it like trading. Then you give those things I give you for things up here, and he put notions to the chest.
Don't worry, Moonflower. I will help you with the conversion rate if you need it.
Moonflower, it's a shopping spree time. Let's go.
I could use some extra clothes.
Okay, yes. I love it. You look good already, Cade.
Thank you. You as well, Amara. But I'm sure that you could make most things you wear look brilliant.
Thank you. It does a little bow.
I'm so proud of each of you for not bringing up why didn't you just give us 44? Why'd you give us 40 then 4? But this seems like a lot of money, but this is the bulk of your party treasure for this chapter and even the next. Not book 1 per se, but 40 is your entry. Essentially, hey, welcome to the school. Here's 40 gold. Also, every month, I'll have to try my best to keep track if you guys get 4 more gold.
Nice.
My store sells many common items that you might need. All adventuring gear, alchemical items, health items, worn items, up to 3rd level oils, potions, scrolls, wands up to 5th, staves up to 6th. I know merchants in Natambu, other common items you may want, I not have. But my store pays finder fees for items of interest, obviously, allowing me to sell treasure they find to school. My store opens 2 hours before lunch, close at sunset. He's really bought a couple of things. Lizzie, I guess, isn't buying anything currently. Lizzie, did you buy anything here, or was this all the stuff you started with?
This is all the stuff I started with.
Okay. All right, so your gold's still sitting at 44. Okay, cool. All right, you guys ready to move on then?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Essie is found outside, taken in the area around her with a large smile. I love this place, she says and looks back to you. Preschool, yeah. A few breaks in the monotony of constant classes, and the Magambias were no exception. The regional and religious differences of those who attend, teach, and reside at the school means that almost any day could be a holiday for someone or anyone. Just make sure to observe holidays that are important to the students and staff. Also, as with any other school, some days simply become impromptu holidays to celebrate the small victories and accomplishments of friends. For instance, Jazir makes note of any birthdays he learns of, as it's a good time for him to sell and imbibe, am I saying that right? Imbibe the output from his steel. I like to host small and quiet parties that are more like laid-back afternoons of decompression after a particularly difficult exam for everyone. For a festival like Long Night, which occurs on a full moon in winter, classes end early than normal and start late the next day to allow revelers time to recover. For longer festivals like the weeks-long Burning Blades Festival in the summer, classes are only canceled for the final day of the celebration. They celebrate independence or harvest festivals might involve sharing culturally significant foods. It isn't uncommon for students to work together to bring small feasts to share with other classes, even if they're not in the same dormitory. She takes out a rolled up sturdy parchment that looks like it has some sort of laminate on it to protect it from the rain. It's a map of the other notable locations of Magambia. I've shown you everything that is important for your first few days. And though the tour is over, I do need to tell you something in regards to the perquisite. I'm going to go ahead and reveal a couple of locations that are noteworthy here now that she's giving you this map.
Alright.
There are some of the other dorms. Some of them are actually named dormitory. The other ones are offices for the teachers. There's even a warden for the school. There we go. Got them all. Oh, wait, no, here. There's one more. Speaker stage. There we go. Oh, nope. I missed this one right in the freaking middle Elfa Museum. There we go. That's another one of the teachers' place. Yep, that's everything. Okay. As part of the conditions of our acceptance in Magambia, everyone is expected to perform their perquisite, a period of public service to the school and to the people living in it and around it. To help you settle into these responsibilities, the Academy asks the senior initiates in the Spire dorm to spend the next 5 days giving you tasks on your perquisite and introduce you to Magambia's teachers on the 6th day so that you as new initiates can start attending class the day after a day of rest. So in a week, you're going to actually start school officially. But up until that week, you're going to be doing some community service. The other initiates and I have agreed, though with varying degrees of enthusiasm, that these tasks of the perquisite will be used to help teach you some skills and magic important to each of the Magambians' 5 branches. Rain scribes, Tempest Sun mages, Cascade bearers, Emerald bows, and the Uzujante. It will also help you pick a branch to attend and meet that you haven't yet as well. Finish getting settled in, They asked if you meet me in front of the Spire dormitory first thing in the morning, okay?
Understood.
Okay.
I will be there.
She kind of hops up off this little box she's sitting on, unfolds the umbrella, and she gives you a big smile, then a humble bow, and then heads back out into the rain. Leaving you guys your own devices.
Where is the nearest tavern to get to know each other better? Anyone want a drink?
There's drink all around us. It is raining.
I mean,
like drinks that make it feel more better.
a drink would go nice.
Mm-hmm.
I usually prefer a drink after after a study session, but I think I can indulge a little bit today.
Sure.
It's a little introduction. We just barely getting to know each other, guys.
So do we just bow out our cups or something?
Yeah, we'll show you. Should we head over to the cafeteria? Maybe is that where the tavern is at?
No, they don't serve good alcohol.
You don't think that, unless you bought alcohol and then drink like in your dorms together, which you could do.
Oh heck yeah, that's something.
yeah.
You can do that. Now it's gonna be like you're drinking pure vodka, so you're not gonna be drinking like mead or anything like mixed or anything. You're taking shots of alcohol. So you could
pass
do
the
that,
bottle.
But if you wanted, you're gonna have to go into like the city Natama. Like you're gonna go out into the city proper to find a tavern. I've got like money, like how much it costs for service.
Yeah, but when TikTok went out, we spent like 50 gold a pop every night. Like it was like
a full mug of ale.
But you were the one gambling all the money every time at the casinos.
Look, man,
is only
one good night in the pleasure district, the red light district, and it was a night I'll never forget.
Oh, Kazrak, you dirty dwarf. Will we get in trouble for leaving the academy without? Do we need permission to exit the academy and go to the Tambu? Or
you're adults. Well, I assume that you're adults.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to head to the Tambu to go to the nearest tavern?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll follow.
Cool. We could probably play a question game.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It is D&D art.
It is called D&D. It is D&D. It's not popping up for me, but there's just a place that people sat, and then you go sit like in these like underhangs. Now they look different than that, but like they're like cordon off seats, but it's all open air. Like there's not like an actual building you walk into and order drinks. Or, hey, barkeep, you gotta go to like the little stand, and there we go. Yeah, it loaded for me finally. There's much larger umbrellas, a little bit more privacy. There's like a little like really nice, I would say like tapestry, but definitely like made of some sort of like kind of like a shower curtain material that you can pull across the front in case like rain's splashing up onto the direction. Some people don't mind a little bit of water on them too, but it's like that. That's kind of like how most the taverns and pubs are in Natama look.
Nice.
But obviously not that modern. A little bit more. You got to imagine like based on the pictures like I showed you from before, the same kind of style as things like Jesus. Find the pictures anymore to save my life. That kind of style.
Well, cheers to the first day, guys.
Oh, there's a fish folk.
That's a lot of water. There's just a whole landmass of water just sitting there.
Oh,
That's called islands.
It's breathtaking. All that water just sitting there.
So, drinking contest, anybody? Before we get actual serious with stuff.
I will abstain. Unfortunately, as I said, we do have a community service tomorrow, and I would not like to be hungover.
Man, it won't kill you.
Same. Just one drink for me will be good. I'm not a fan of hangovers either. But you can drink up as much as you want. But don't get into trouble, Lizzie. Try not to.
Don't worry, I'm a hefty drinker.
I do have something for a hangover, should you be so inclined to collect one. But perhaps we should take it easy tonight. At least I will. Perhaps we'll take you on in your drinking contest another time.
Fine. How about this? When this whole week is over and we get actually into the school drinking contest?
And we have to study. I mean,
we will have to study.
But that time you guys will never drink.
Perhaps when once we're more accomplished, we'll drink. But for now, I just want to make sure I do well at school.
I promise you one day we'll have a contest of fortuitousness. But I do. If we drink too often, too early, we're going to fall behind it. We'll get to play over. We might fall behind in our studies, and we might look foolish.
Yeah, I want to graduate and be successful, not be a drunkard.
We are here to establish ourselves, and you should. While having fun is important, it is also should not come to the detriment of our opportunities that we must seek. We are very lucky to be here at this academy.
True. Well, I guess it's just me then.
For everyone wanting to have at least one drink, give me a fortitude save.
Shit.
You guys want to have one drink? It's just one drink.
Help me. Okay, I rolled 11.
I'm an adult. I'm good.
Oh yeah, she's been drinking.
Why is your fortitude so high?
Anybody else?
Nope.
You all are fine. In fact, Kate, you critically succeed. You all have that mentality. You drink it. The flavor's okay. It's not like honeyed mead or anything like that. You're expecting the drink that you kind of get. It's a little bit more like a palm wine, from palm trees and stuff like that. It's a little bit more. It's closer to sake, if you've ever had sake in real life, but it's a little bit more sour. But it sticks to the mouth very well. It's not filling, which is one thing that's very important when it comes to beer and ale. Is when you drink it, you don't want to feel full. That you could drink more, because being bloated feels awful. That's what you get.
He's more of a wine drinker, but he's not. But he's still good. Yeah.
All right.
Fine, I'll drink for Moonflower and Dancing Moon. Cap.
You're drinking two more.
Yep.
2 more fortitude saves. Okay.
Some us. Ooh.
It's the second one that gets you. You order 3 total drinks and you down the first one quickly. Nothing happens to you. You drink and start chugging the second one. And you're now in stage 1 of the effects of alcohol. So you have a +1 item bonus to fear effects for the next 10 minutes while you're starting to feel it, and then it hits you. You're like, "Ooh, that's a lot." So you drink the third one a little slower, and that's it.
Nice.
Unless you were trying to get drunk, you can willingly fail your saving throws, but.
That's only for nah.
And do you want to get the boon for your god too?
Wait. If I purposely do it, is that a crit fail or a fail?
It's a fail. You can intentionally fail.
Okay, then no.
Okay. Well, for those who drink, it's a copper.
Mm-hmm.
For you, Lizzie, that's 3 copper.
3 copper. I'll just give him a tip. I'll just give him a whole gold coin.
Okay. They're very appreciative.
Are you crazy?
You can have my copper.
I mean, you just paid for like 4 kegs of ale, but
beer for everybody.
Yeah, somebody doesn't know how to do math.
That's why I wrote about your academic career, Lizzie.
I'll be fine.
So you guys let me know. Heading back when you want to go to sleep. If you want to do anything in the evening, go to bed early.
I think I'm going to head home after a drink, because staying up too late might jeopardize this maybe the future or tomorrow.
I'm going to
very excited.
I'm going to finish setting up and cleaning up my room, but besides that, I'm going to bed.
For me, not sure. The only thing I would say is, settle in for the night, and by that I mean go sleep outside and under the moonlight.
Clouds of rain and then like being soaked like constantly.
And then I guess I'll go back inside.
Yeah, you could sleep outside looking at the sun under the eaves of the like where the catfolk was. He was laying in a dry spot under the eaves of the front door, but it's still stone. You're laying on solid stone.
Yeah, there's no comfortable spot in here, I swear.
Can I just take a bedroll and just sleep outside?
You haven't even tried the bed. You get in the bed, these beds are actually comfy.
But it's a bed. I'm just saying, it's like
it won't hurt you. It won't bite you. Unless in your world, beds bite you.
What you do? You take off the comforter and lay it on the floor. There you go.
You could cast a spell to make it more dirty for you. Like what's that spell? Rubble or something like that. The cantrip.
I don't have one of those spells.
Oh,
I'm a monoculous sorcerer. So sorry. I'm an monoculous.
Evolve rocks to deal bludgeoning damage and make rocky typical terrain.
So
yeah, you're literally going to be destroying your room doing that.
Makes it rocky.
Do you see it, Cade? Does it show up on the map for you down there, or is it blank?
What's that?
In your room down there.
Oh yeah.
I added the alchemist lab in there in that corner.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Ooh, can I see?
Yeah,
We heard party in Cade's room. Let's go.
Wow.
Where is Cade?
Down here.
He's the one closest to the southern door.
Got it. Oh,
nice.
Wow.
Why do you have
fancy boy?
Oh, I have fancy what in my room?
Fancy table.
Because it's for my alchemy, and this is quite. It's not a bad room, but where I'm from. This would be very modest, for sure.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from a city called Absalom.
I've heard of that one.
Well, it is kind of the biggest. It is kind of the biggest city in the world.
Absalom. So you're like famous, sort of. Not really. Yeah.
A lot of people live in Absalom. Not all of them famous. I'm from the area, and the lodge there, the Grand Lodge of the Pathfinder Society, is where I normally live. So I'm kind of used to grand rooms, such. But I do not mind this. This is very homely. Makes me feel like I'm part of the academy. Like
very fancy. Voice of Jazir says, kind of peering into the room as everyone's gathered around your alchemist table. As impressive as my distillery, but it's still something.
Speaking of that, actually, you did promise us a drink, did you not?
I did. Everyone's always welcome to my wine. First one's free, of course.
Ooh. Me first.
No.
What is wine?
Well, come, I will show you.
Oh, God. Alcohol is anonymous. Let's go. Woohoo.
He walks over to it, pulls a couple of vials, and you can hear the sound of like a cup being filled. And he's got these like really like you can tell they've been used several times, like wooden like mugs, kind of banded, some iron with a little small like steel handle. He kind of starts handing them out. Like even if someone said they didn't want to try anyway, he kind of walks up, and starts handing them to people. This one's free, but if you want more, you gotta pay for them. Unless it's your birthday, you get another one for free. But
it's my birthday.
What if we don't know our birthday?
Well, it's my birthday, right?
I think Lizzie's getting a little bit dizzy. She's been drinking too much.
Bottoms up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
To a new life.
To our first day together.
It's very sweet. It's moonshine. So if you've had moonshine in real life, it's like Everclear. It's powerful. It's sweet. So it tastes like all those moonshines that are in the jar that have like apple soaking in it, or like pie or something like that. It's got a mango flavor to it. And if you look, there is a clear like glass tank on the side of the thing that's got like several like bits of fruit in it that are fermenting currently. So when it hits your palate, it's sweet. Then the burn hits, and then you swallow, and then there's sweet going down. Then the burn follows behind it, kind of like a fire trail. Somebody's going like very fast. There's the smoke and then the fire kind of thing. It burns. Now this isn't traditional alcohol. So those who drink it need to make.
I want to critically fail.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
Oh no, I don't like this.
Or, well, no, I just want to fail.
You're intentionally want to get drunk, Lizzie?
Yeah, I want to see what the effects are. See how good his wine is.
Cade's joining you.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight. This is why I don't drink like this.
Okay. What do we have here? Everyone failed.
What? Whoa,
One
okay.
critically failed. Yeah, even with an 18, you still failed. It's stronger. This is much stronger alcohol. Now, it doesn't really matter to everyone else. Mechanically, you guys have a +1 bonus to fear effects, right? But you feel a little more courage. That's the idea. It's the Lizzie, it's been a little over 10 minutes, but there's a problem here. It's your problem. Now that you've chosen to willingly fail, you've already failed once before, you were feeling the effects from it. The alcohol, real good. Now, you've had alcohol before, but this stuff is divine to you.
Divine.
Almost as divine as toilet wine. You love it. I need a
Dex saving throw.
Ha.
Here it is, found it. I need another fortitude save, as you may have a chance to become addicted.
Like she's not already addicted.
Okay. You feel it. It's good stuff. But then being a servant, well, I'd say servant, but being a patron of Cade and Kaylin, he does preach the fact that you should have control. We'll go out and get blitzed. It's about revelry and about getting shit faced. So you start taking it in strides. And before you even go to open your mouth asking for another and starting to go into your coin board and purse, you stain yourself. Not addicted.
How's addicting works, or addiction works?
Addiction is essentially takes a day, and then like after about a day, your character's like, I really want more of that. And like you have to go and buy it, and if you don't, you suffer from negative effects. Essentially, you can go up to a week of fatigue without, if you don't get it, to draw it back. Essentially, you get drawbacks. It's kind of like if you were addiction in real life, and that's how they flavor it, is fatigue. If you consume it again to break that negative, right? Because you could, after that week, try to make another save to just be abated by the addiction. But let's say that you consume it to get rid of that effects. We got to make another addiction check to see if that hit just feels even better. It goes from fatigue for a week if you don't have it, to fatigue and sickened for a week if you don't have it, to fatigue, drained, and sickened if you don't have it for a week. Like, it keeps building up. Ultimately, you can be at stage 4, where stage 4 is if you go without it, right? You become fatigued, drained 2, sickened 2, and stupefied 2 for all. Like your character is like going crazy without having this in your system.
Wow. So if I do keep drinking it, will I have negative effects, or?
If you keep drinking this, like now, for example, like immediately, every single time now going forward, because this is something that your character almost not addicted to. Now, every time you're going to have another hit of this specific wine that he's made and stuff, you have a chance to become addicted to it.
Okay.
Only because of how you approach this, when you're like, I just want to win. They felt like you want to get to this stuff in you. People who are looking for a good time usually have a good time. That's why I work at a gas station. I'm sure you guys see those kind of sorts who walking around with a 40, like the older people that are walking around from gas stations. They can't go without it.
Trust me, I work at a gas station too, and I see the same people 2 or 3 times a day coming in for cigarettes and beer. Same people every day, 2 or 3 times a day.
They're addicted.
Well, her face turns green, and she says, "This is the best moonshine ever. Thank you."
If it wasn't, I would try to sell it. Like I said, I sell it, and once more, just let me know if I'm around. Outside of that, it's late, and I heard you have a lot coming your way, so unless anybody wants to buy some now.
How much is it?
Looks to you. And he kind of smiles. 5 silver per mug.
Ooh, 5 silver. That's pretty cheap.
Can I identify if that's a proper price or not?
Roll a perception check. That's motive.
And she looks in her pocket for money.
It's a lot. A bottle of cheap wine is in silver. This is a shot of good wine, but it shouldn't be that much. If anything, it should be about 2. Well, maybe the process, maybe he's charging for labor and stuff. You're not really sure, but you get a sense that he's definitely trying to get more. You're the new boys, new kids kind of thing. He immediately went to how much this stuff is great. He's like honing in on the fact that this person may actually want this stuff.
Do you say anything?
I'm gonna call a man on a vote.
No, he'll give him like that nod, like I know what you're doing, but he's not gonna say anything. You want to buy this so badly, you can't.
She's gonna buy 5.
Yeah,
for everybody.
That's on you. I just saw you pay a gold or cheap wine, and like.
We need to take math courses for Lizzie.
Well, I came here to drink some good stuff, They said they had some best wine over here in Mwangi.
I mean, to be fair, this is some good stuff. He's not overcharging you that much.
Well, you've been a good pal already. I'll give you 1 gold piece.
You're trying to buy some. I'm confused.
Oh yes, I'm trying to buy just 5, but I'm going to buy it with just 1 gold piece.
At that, he just crunches.
Well, where I'm from, we don't have a lot of, how you would say, rich people.
No, I'm confused. Just that you're trying to buy 5.
Yes, 5.
It would be 2.5 gold.
Oh, 2.5 gold.
1 gold per
2.
Wait, what did he say? No, he said 5 silver.
Yeah, 5 silver.
So if you said 5 silver times 5 is 2.5.
Yeah, so 2.5. Yeah. So then 2 gold and then 5 silver.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of throw my hands up at this point.
Kate, come on! It's good.
I forgot the name of him in real life, guys. What is the name when you go to like craft taverns? Those like special mugs that growlers. He has a growler filled of it already, and he hands you this. It's about the size of like a water jug kind of thing, pretty big. Hands it to you, and there you go.
Wow.
About 5 in there. I want to go easy on it though.
Thank you.
He taps his nose. So go ahead and mark off 2.5 gold.
Yep.
And you can write in. Oh my God! Let's say a bottle. You can say a bottle of a Jazir.
Perfect.
One plus line.
Hey, he was good to me. I was good to him.
That's sharing a bottle of wine. It's like if you were to sit down and drink this with your friend, it should be like sharing a bottle of wine, only stronger.
And plus, I'm sharing it with you guys, so it's worth it.
I mean,
you guys have been good friends.
I mean, I had tasted weird.
No, I don't think good to see you all. Appreciate your patronage. Great people.
How about this? We'll drink it when we graduate or something, or when we get that big moment.
It's past your bedtime.
I'm probably older than you.
Are you guys staying up any later? Are you gonna go to bed? What do you want to do?
I'm going to bed. Lizzie, crazy girl.
He's gonna go dance
by
the little frog pond and pray, and then he'll go to bed.
I'll probably go to my gaze at the moon, like, I got some praising to do and all of that with my supposed Lord and Savior, the high moon.
That depends. What time is it? What time is it of the day?
I'm not keeping.
Okay. Is everybody awake or asleep?
What are you, about to murder us?
I'm not about to oh, jeez. Okay.
He's drunk and trying to kill us all.
It happens.
Oh, yeah. Now we get into the actual campaign. I figure that this is where session 1 would typically start, in a sense, because a lot of that's like intro, learning things. Now we're in the meat of it. When you arrive outside the dorm the next day, whatever your rituals are for waking up that next morning, some of you may have spell slots you have to prep, the witch specifically. Some of you don't. It just happens when you wake up. You don't have any vested items to have to worry about per se, but clean up, make the bed, whatever the case is. You all meet up outside, maybe even in the intersection. She mentioned to meet her outside the dormitory. Now, it's easy to really look either to the north or the south to be able to see where they are. Not too hard. But you can see that there's Essie. She's definitely outside the dormitory. And she is standing nearby a confident-looking dwarf, and they look eager to meet you.
Must be Hybrid, maybe. I'm gonna go up to him, make a bow, and be like, hello. Or I can't say hello. I'm just gonna make a bow and do a wave.
Okay, just you? Anybody else going up?
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
The green shoots blossom in the rain. The well-muscled and clean-shaven dwarfman calls out with a smile. I'm gonna give you a handout now. Where's he at? Here he is. It says clean-shaven, but he is clearly not clean-shaven. I don't know why they said it that way. I guess it's like not... Oh, clean-shaven because it's not like a big dwarf here. I see what they're trying to say. He wears loosely tied blue and white bandana around his forehead, and he's got a bright yellow undershirt that makes the blue and purple colors of his robe pop. It's a friendly wave. He goes, name's Hadron Toja. Good to meet you. He extends a strong hand out to shake anyone who wishes to shake it.
Sure.
Yep.
Shakes, good shakes, okay.
Yep, shake.
He looks at Essie and says, it was meant to be me and Root to meet you, but I guess not. And then Essie replies, I swapped with Anchorroot today. She replies, brushing the point aside before addressing you. For the next 5 days, as I mentioned, you'll be helping with each other's school's 5 branches. Abram and Anchorroot seek to join the Rain Scribes. It's the branch that explores the world, helps other travelers make their way through uncertain territory. That means Rain Scribes have to work well, both with nature and people. Abram continues, we can really use your help. Basket Market and Atambu won't deal with anyone who knows that we're part of Magambia. Since you're new, you should be able to get in without a problem. We'll be looking for, he snaps a few times as well, seems to be a custom here, chickens.
Chickens?
Yeah, did you know that there's such a thing as endangered chickens? Of course, any chicken that comes too close to me is endangered. And he slaps his stomach. A farmer outside of Natamu, the Sola, said her family used it to keep Jofi chickens. Said they could hatch anything, even a dragon's egg. I don't know about that, but she wants to raise them again. I'm gonna get some of them. Ojo Fagir, or hold on, you know what? I'm gonna do this because I'll let you guys see the word when I'm trying to pronounce it. Ojo Fury. Ojo Fairy eggs aren't very handy, and the birds aren't very hardy, and the birds aren't good layers, so they're mostly got put in soup. So like when they went around, people just put them in soups. And now there are hardly any left. Well, we caught wind that someone in the calfskin markets has a few chicks, and you need to go and bring some back. She speaks up, she goes, an Ocho-Fear chicken is a small fowl. It's got white faces, dark blue feathers, lavender combs. Chicks should have dark blue feathers with white underbellies. I'd like for you to bring back at least 4 chicks, which hopefully will ensure there's at least 1 male and 1 female chicken. Mm-hmm. The more you get, the better.
Okay.
She even adds even more. So the Kasi Market, Kafasi words. I'm so glad I'm not from this side of the world. Kafasi Market. It's a wandering bazaar that clashed with the Magambia in the past. Its merchants are shrewd bargainers at best, and some are downright unscrupulous. You should investigate sellers and their goods carefully before making a purchase. And then she then holds out a pouch. Inside of it is 20 gold. The Kasi Market is a traveling market comprised of simple wood tables and serves as stalls. They're sheltered, of course, under a cluster of large, colorful umbrellas. The markets themselves change locations each day as per the weather, and potential products they sell as well. You'll need to ask around for its location, or try to simply look for it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, what she has said, to recap, you're looking for chickens. They were described a little bit. The markets, the reason why they're sending you is because that Montgomery isn't technically super welcomed at this market. And there's rare chicks to get. They want you guys to get your hands on a few of these chicks.
So,
one for each?
Ask
around. Sorry, go ahead.
One for each person?
No, they said they want 4 or more.
Okay.
At least one male, at least one of each gender as well. So
that way they can reproduce.
Anyway, good luck. We'll be waiting here for you. She'll take a few hours actually. Maybe to eat. She's like, I guess so. Let's go. All right. Very well.
Wait, I asked about that rain scribe thing.
He screeches and turns back around. Yes. What about it?
You said you help people in travelers, yes?
Yes, travelers, nature, people. You know about absolutely the world.
I want to see if I can be one you.
Well, that's the point of this exercise, and see how that feels, and when it comes around to meeting the teachers, and you start signing up for courses, choose the school you want to focus on the most. So if you want, then we welcome you. Slaps you on the back really hard.
Wow. Thank you.
Are there any differentiations, dichotomy between the male and female, so we can identify them clearly?
Well, we're looking for chicks, so I don't think it's going to be very easy to see if that fits, if that makes any sense. The best bet is to get as many as you can. As many as you can, so that we can ensure that you do.
Well, generally speaking, birds are different. How, like, maybe a different plume when they are, like, maybe like the large, sometimes the large wings, or females have a different, coloring of their feathers and such. Anything like that helps us identify the bird.
I don't think there is one. I could be wrong, but I'm looking at
Animal lore, figure help me out here.
Yeah, I mean, like, good question.
Okay, I'm looking to see if I don't have any specific rule for it. No, I don't have any specific rule for the male or female thing. The idea is to get as many as you can. That's the goal. The reason why is so that they can ensure that you have a male and female, because they can keep breeding on themselves, but they want 4. And if you get 4, then it's assumed that you did find a male or female, mechanically.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
Quick question. How long will that take? Or this take? All day?
Let me see here.
We gotta find the market.
Does anyone have Montgomery lore, by the way?
Well, no.
No.
If no one has Montgomery lore, one of you specifically can roll a DC 18 society check.
Cade.
I can roll for society.
Not me.
All right, well, I can just roll.
Nice.
Cade rolled first.
Well, I can say I was assisting because that's what I would do.
Well, it's only one of you. There was no aid in the situation.
It's
really hard to aid in recall knowledge.
Dang. Yeah, I honestly called that.
I know.
But it's fine.
That's why you guys got to discuss it amongst each other.
It's safe for me to roll it, so I rolled it. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay, dude. I mean, there's more critical 20s out there in the world.
Fair enough. All right, so we don't know. All right, well.
No, that was for something else. That was something I had. Finding the market will take 2 hours per check to find it, or 1 hour if you critically succeed to find it. So they mentioned it changes each day based on weather or whatever they're trying to sell. So you got to find it, and Tommy was quite big.
Mm-hmm.
This is a gather information check essentially. Now, I do have to ask you: is there anything that you guys are doing while you're searching specifically? Like, tell me what you characters are doing.
Oh, you said gather information?
It's a gather information thing.
Does this qualify? Does that work or no?
Half as long, reducing the time to 1. Typically, it's the same. It doesn't help you in this situation.
Okay.
It may. I have things for that specifically coming up, but I think that is. Ooh, actually, you know what? I have an idea for this. wouldn't work in a certain case. But it would have to be you doing diplomacy if you're okay with that.
I'm cool. I'm definitely okay with. That's my highest. So yeah.
Is this the only? How about this? Is this the only thing we're doing today? Just make sure.
Why?
Because I'm about to use some spells.
You don't know.
Oh, we don't know. Okay.
How would you know?
Because okay, I think
you're fighting 13 swarms of ants. I think there's a boss you have to fight. There's a couple of tunnels that you have to dig out. I mean, why would I tell you what you're about to be doing for the rest of the day?
I mean, we're about to be students here, so I thought they were telling us what to do all day. So I thought it was like the only task we got.
We're spending at least 2 hours to find the place. So we got to negotiate with the people to find the right chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Go around looking for the right chicks. It's going to take us probably part of the day, but it may not take the whole day. We don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hide my necklace so nobody knows where I'm from, and I'm going to use deception to tell everybody that I'm from here and I'm kind of looking for rare chicks, so I can buy and keep.
Sorry, you say you're only for deception and asking for those specific chicks?
Yeah. Because remember, they're not, because where we're from right now, they can't, what was it?
They don't like the Magambia.
Yeah, they don't like the Magambia. So, we're from...
You don't have to lie that you're not from the Magambia. Taking off your bees disassociates you immediately.
Yeah, you just look like a normal person without your beads.
Yeah, so I need to look like a normal person.
You don't have to deceive that. You just take off the beads.
Oh, okay.
If someone asks you, are you from the Magambia? That's when deception would.
Right, okay. So then I will just use my diplomacy just to ask for these chickens.
Kate's just going to kind of look around and see if he can help us.
And I tell everybody, to take off your necklace too.
So you're wanting to aid Mariah and gather information then, huh?
Alright, searching. I'm kind of like searching for... I'm not going to help her with the diplomacy because I can't really...
Yeah.
So this is the way this can work. I'll give you guys a heads up. You guys were given a bag of coins, gold, right? Who wants to hold the bag?
Me?
Whoever deal with the money, I guess. Yeah.
I'm good with money.
No, you're not. I don't trust Lizzie with my money at all.
I'm not good with people, but I can find things pretty good.
If they agree to take off the beads with me, I will join them.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, then yes. Lizzie will do it.
Okay.
So Lizzie and Dawnflower are taking off beads. Is anybody else taking off beads?
Yes.
I'll take my bead off too.
Okay, so you're all taking off beads. Okay, Kay's guessing as well. Okay. So then, are you guys splitting up?
I didn't want to, but I'm being pressured to do it. So yeah.
Should we split up, or should you guys do all together? Your choice.
I prefer to be in a group.
Okay, group it is then?
Yep, group.
It is. All right, so you guys have one lead check for either gathering information or just seeking. And then any number of you can aid, but you can only really get one circumstance bonus, but it's up to you guys.
Oh, one rule. If they ask you if we're from here, I will try to deceive them.
Okay.
And Mariah has Hobnobber, which may help. But Mariah might have to be the lead. Somebody else.
Yeah, Mariah can lead. I can assist. I'm not very good at diplomacy, but I do get a +4 to 8, so it does help.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'll aid too. I got a +7 in, well, not gonna say number. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm really good at diplomacy.
Mariah's leading with diplomacy. If you want to aid, you also roll diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't get scrap, but I can get a +4, so it's less scrap.
All right then. Everyone aiding, go ahead and roll your diplomacy check.
19.
Okay, gotcha. So you got a 24. I guess Moon and Dancing, you guys aren't going to aid. You're just there.
Yep.
Hey, cool. That will be a success.
Nice.
So Mariah, you'll get a +1 circumstance bonus to your diplomacy.
Cool. So 18.
18. Are you keeping?
It's a 10. That's pretty good.
You know me. I love my hero points. So
I rolled a 10. So I rolled a 10. I feel good with 18. I don't know what you guys think.
10. Keep it. That's 50-50.
Worst comes to worst, all we have to do, we can just seek it out.
Yeah, I'll keep it 18.
Right, because of Hobnobber, it does kick in. It only takes you 1 hour.
Wow.
Nice.
So Hobnobber is, because it usually takes 2 hours to gather information, Hobnobber does help. Okay. Where I am.
Mm-hmm.
After about an hour, gathering information, getting some help, calling out, potentially asking, hey, where can I buy chickens? Where can I buy chicks? I'm looking for rare chicks. Asking around, you eventually find help and are directed to the market's location. And a livestock merchant by the name of Say-Do. I'll type it up here, too. They tell you that he's a human man. The market is currently on the far west end of Nantambu, so reaching it will require a soggy and cold half-hour travel.
Dang.
You guys want to head there?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I guess that's the only way. Yeah.
1.3 hours spent so far. Oh, hey, I have another thing that we can send to us. Let me do this real quick. Just realized I got something cool for this. Yeah. The little market picture.
Oh, very nice.
Cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's more rainy, but there's even little chickens and stuff in there, too.
Art usually
By
doesn't
the way,
the rainy days.
so that you guys know, though you have come here for chickens, nothing prevents you from shopping for other items as well. The market has common items of 5th level or less, including items that Noken doesn't carry, such as like specific weapons and armor. Oh,
Ooh.
I just realized that there's adventuring gear, but in the notes I mentioned, he doesn't sell weapons and armor.
I'm good.
So Say-Do was a human man. He's got a short gray tunic, a white blue paint all over his body. It looks like it's markings, but it looks like more like a display to make him stick out amongst the other vendors and stuff here. He sees you and smiles, and he goes, "Looking for something in particular?"
Yes. We were wondering if he had 4 chickens available.
Joe Fury.
They have tons of chickens, and he motions, and he's got hens of chicken.
Yeah.
Solid white chicken, solid black chickens. He's got a lot of chicken.
We're looking specifically for OG Fury chickens.
Oh, indeed. I have a few such chicken. He points towards one of the other coops that he has nearby, and inside you can see there are 2 dark-feathered chicks with white underbellies. We could have both for 2 gold each.
Nice.
We need 4, though. We need capacity. One, correct.
Well, there's only 2 right now.
Kate taps Mariah on the shoulder. Let me give me a moment. Let me examine these chickens and make sure they're the right ones we're looking for.
Okay.
Can I roll animal lore on these things to see if they are the correct chickens?
Sure. These are not Ojo Fear chickens.
Wow.
These have gray black and white underbellies. They could pass as Ojo Fury chickens to an unsuspected eye.
Oh, hell no. He is mine.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm not going to say
The king pulls you back. This man is trying to scam us. They're not Algeria chickens. He's just trying to play them off. He thinks you're an idiot. And then he kind of like stands back and like stands up straight.
We're going to talk to our party members real quick. Give us 1 sec, please. Hey, guys, what should we do?
Intimidate him, maybe?
No, just tell him you know what's wrong.
Maybe we could try deceiving him.
Well,
No.
Proof or Lizzie, are you good at deception?
yes, but deceive.
Just call him out.
Yeah, I say call him out.
Wait, what if this is a trick question? What if this is a trick question?
What do you mean?
What if by calling him out, something else bad's going to happen in conjunction with him?
Well, what here?
Misleading
people.
Like, yes, it's a goal, but like it's a trap in order to prove it or not. Like, there's a secret or market for this stuff because it's rare. And I'm thinking,
Well, why don't we just gently say we know this isn't the actual chickens? Can you show us the actual chickens? We're not fools.
Okay.
If you think,
Okay.
We tell them that these are not real chickens, sir. Please, can you give us real ones?
Those are not the.
These are not the chickens you're looking for.
These are not the correct chickens.
You tell him? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He laughs it off. I'm terribly sorry. It was a simple misunderstanding. I encourage you to look for another buyer if you're going to be so picky. But these are not what you're looking for, that I don't have any.
Can we send food of him? See if he's lying?
We tried.
Go.
Cade, when you can, because you mentioned Sensmotive, I'll let you roll it as well. But Cade, it's hard to read. He's already looking at somebody else and trying to make a sell. Mariah, he seems like maybe he knew. It's hard to tell, but his pass off seems okay. It's not like it's illegal or anything. You caught it, so you didn't get scammed. But if he doesn't have them, he doesn't have them.
Okay.
And look over the rest of his chickens.
Yeah, those are the only ones that have dark feathers with white underbellies. Everything else is typical other chickens.
Perhaps we should look elsewhere then, if this guy doesn't...
Malicious or not.
So you're going to have to keep asking around or go and seek. So asking around will use the same process I described before, but the time will be halved. So if it's an hour, technically it would have been an hour anyway, but the hobnumber is only going to reduce it to an hour, so it's going to take you guys an hour anyway. But the DCs will be reduced. Since you guys are already at the market, you just have to go and find it.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to gather information again, or if you want to do perception. It's up to you guys.
Moon will go perceive. We'll split up.
Yep.
Split up? I'm
Split
going to go with Cade, because obviously I don't speak the language, so... Cade, you're my
Just
tour guide.
remember, if you guys split up and half the group finds it, you're not going to be able to find the other half of the group. Say, hey, we found the vendor.
Okay, never mind.
It's going to take more time. I would just let you guys know what happens when you split. There's no way for
Wait,
you guys
wait.
to communicate with each other.
Well, can we say meet us at this one spot?
Yeah, but how much time?
30 minutes.
You want to spend 30 minutes?
Wait. How long would it take? How long would it take us to actually look for a vendor?
An hour. It's going to take an hour, but then you want to meet back up at a location and go back out and travel to them.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
It just takes 30 more minutes at that point.
Or just search the marketplace in 2 groups.
All together.
Okay, and you guys find chickens and we find chickens.
Okay.
Mariah has 20 gold from the school, and I have 48 gold, so we can just replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so do me a favor real quick. I want you to put yourselves over to the left of the boy if you're in group A, and then to the right of the boy if you're in group B.
Cade, which one are you going to? There you go.
We should split along with people who can speak the dialect. I believe that means us 2 and 3.
Well, I'm good at diplomacy, so I could lead the way.
And Cade...
But if you can't speak the language...
And the problem with being good at diplomacy, Lizzie, is if you don't speak, which I know you do, I just remember you're in a good position because you speak the local language and you have diplomacy. But in Mariah's case, I don't think Mariah speaks Milwaukee, so her diplomacy doesn't. Oh, I just realized. How would you be gathering information if you don't? I guess Cade would have to. That's Cade. That was your support technically. It's your translating the best you can.
Cade's translating what he means all the time, but
we have 2 groups here. It's going to take an hour for you guys to search through this area. I'm going to go ahead and work. We're at 2.5 hours spent so far.
Okay, wait. Before we all leave, are we each looking for 4 chickens, or we're both looking for 2 chickens, and then we?
Looking for chickens.
We can gather 4. We can gather all 4 each.
If we get extra, we'll just make chicken for dinner.
Okay, then. So each group are looking for 4, then.
Yes.
Cool. Smart.
Okay. So we're gonna do. This group is doing diplomacy, and this group is doing perception.
No, diplomacy. That's my highest.
You're all doing
perceiving.
Before we go,
I was going to perceive.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll help you perceive.
Before we go, Kane will give you accurate descriptions of what this bird looks like. He gives you accurate descriptions so that you know what it's supposed to look like, so we don't get scammed again.
We're gonna do dancing campsite first. Dancing, you're doing a perception check to seek around this area. Izzy, and Moonfire, if you would like to aid, you may also roll perception real fast.
And I will.
Oh, good roll.
Good job.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Awesome.
Get it.
Good job.
All right. And let's go over to the other side. Mariah and Cade, do your diplomacy, asking around.
Oh.
0 points.
That is
How?
fantastic.
And it is 0.
I would love to use the miracle.
Wait. Is your diplomacy
0
right?
point. I rolled a 2. 0 point.
I took down y'all's hero points already.
That's better.
So, 17, this should give me a sense of B20.
I'll be 20, okay.
Guys split up at the market, taking two larger roads that are being traveled, walking past many stalls, some interesting smells, some fantastic looking, look at some of that gold. Look at this guy's picture over here. This is actual D&D or Pathfinder art. Some of this stuff is great. I would love to visit a market like this, but I'd be too afraid of,
This market sounds like
I'll be afraid to get robbed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but, guys, you can split up. Search for about an hour. You guys find out together via looking around. A couple of times you see a couple people walking away with chickens in their hand and seeing the direction they're coming from. And Mariah and Cade, you guys asking around, people put you in the right direction. You guys meet back up at the same place because you both have succeeded.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, nice seeing you guys again here. I guess we both.
Touche.
Hi.
Looking for a person by the name of
McKenna.
a local chicken breeder.
That sounds promising.
All right, let's look for McKenna. Do we see McKenna's house from here?
Well, it's not a house. She owns a market. McKenna is a stern-faced woman. Her head is shaven bald. She has a huge loop earrings through her ears. And she sees you guys on approach. There's a lot of other people currently bartering and talking with her as well. She sees you. She goes, "What you need?" She asks us with a surprisingly soft voice, despite that she looks kind of weird. Actually, I just realized, based on what I'm seeing here, I think this is actually her. This is the art from this specific spot.
Yeah,
Bald head, big loop earrings. I think this is her.
Oh.
It makes sense. It looks like her by the description.
That's a nice coincidence.
Oh yeah. We're looking for we're looking for 4 chickens specifically, OG Piri and Confessi chicken.
Oh, I see. They've been rather popular today, and she nods towards one of her coops. It looks like it has 6 chickens remaining. They're milling about. I'm willing to sell what I have to. 4 gold each. Or is that too rich for your blood? She says with a smile.
Can we?
You don't hand over 4 more gold. She just purchased.
Oh wait, can we check? Are these our chickens, Kate?
Oh yeah, well, I'll check them. Yeah.
Don't want to be scammed again.
Cool baby, good.
It's a 10. That's pretty good.
They look like the right kind of chickens.
Okay.
It should be.
We have 20 gold from the academy, so give me this with them 6, so we have 4 gold left.
6 times 24. 6 times 4, 24. She'll hand you over 4 more gold.
Oh. Wait. Maybe we could try talking to her, see if she can reduce the price for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are discussing amongst each other. Another person buys a chicken.
Just
Okay, buy now.
It's very popular. You took too long. 5 gold each now, and then 5 left.
Oh. Okay. Buy it. Just buy it.
Right now. Look, if you take all my money, just take all my.
Take it. We'll buy it.
All right. So marking off the bag, I'm going to remove from Mariah. Who spends the other 5 gold?
Can we each spend 1 gold? Oh.
Yeah, we could.
We each put it in gold and call it a day.
Yep.
I mean, that's requiring everyone to open up their pouches and take one. You can have one person do 5 and just straight out the money later.
Cap does it.
Okay.
I subtract the 5 gold.
Cool.
We're doing business with you, she says. And then people are also buying other chickens with her as well. Could have talked her down. By the way, there is bartering here.
I'm sure
you guys are talking amongst each other, and it says here that while you guys are talking, I have to clock it, and then
Wow.
Looking.
What are the options?
Yeah.
Defending, avoiding notice, searching, investigating, scouting. The things, pretty much, what do you think your character's doing as you're traveling around?
We're looking for chickens, so searching.
I would say, like, so far, just, scouting.
Yeah. Gathering information.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mariah.
Yep, gather information, searching.
What about you, Cade?
Investigating.
Cade, roll me a medicine or nature check.
Gotcha.
Choice.
Nice.
These are baby chicks, and they should be kept warm on the wet walk back to the school. They're especially fragile. Remember, he mentioned that the eggs are not very hardy, and they're not very tough themselves. And that's why people just kind of threw them in the stew and stuff. So without special care during the damp and cold trek back to the academy, they could get sick and likely die.
Jade will take off his cloak and like put it over the cage, so at least the water won't get to them. And then
but your coat isn't waterproof, so it's saturated in water.
Mm-hmm.
Does the light spell actually produce warmness or no? Or is it just strictly light?
It's straight up light.
Can we buy an umbrella here?
You guys should probably have some umbrellas with you, but it's cold as well.
I have a torch. I'm gonna bust it out and cast produce flame on the torch to make it like warm for the chickens.
It's lit up, but it doesn't produce too much heat because it's more cold than the torch is pumping out heat. And you're going to be putting a hot flame next to chicken feathers.
Oh, that's true.
Doesn't?
So,
Mechanically, I know you guys are trying to figure out really fun ideas here. If you guys don't want to come up with a really good answer, you could roll another nature check to essentially find some way to do it that direction, or even medicine again.
Yep,
okay.
Nature.
This represents your group's attempt.
Nature.
I was going to say, we can ask the market lady here.
She kind of does the same thing. Lizzie, I guess you're rolled for the group.
This is a group thing? Okay.
Well, this is not individual checks. This is essentially you guys coming up with an idea. And the reason why we're not just starting to roll is specifically because I don't do hidden checks anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Let this be a lesson real fast for everybody. Because this is going to be a lot of skill checks going forward, the idea is to discuss with your party who's going to lead what. Sure, it's meta because we know Blank's better in nature and stuff, but it puts it on their shoulders in case things go wrong. So as you guys are figuring this out, like trying to pull out the torch and then it's pushed away because you think about the fire's going to burn it. Kate's trying to put their wet jacket that's currently cold over them. And all these ideas, Moonflower or Lizzie takes it upon themselves to essentially hold the chicks close to their chest with an umbrella being held so that they can stay warm. And Lizzie, a chick, gets sick and dies from the weather.
No.
Lizzie!
I was just.
And it's the thing.
I thought I knew what I was doing.
Listen, that's on your travel back. You did good. You got all the way back, but one's dead. You have 4.
We have 4. Okay.
Yeah, this isn't like I'm making you guys making checks and stuff. I had it here too.
I thought we. I was like, no.
As it's getting sick, can I try to stop and help it? Because I have been.
You want to stop while you're in the rain and the cold weather.
You're right.
Okay.
It's not gonna be.
And that's the overall trip, the 30-minute trip back or whatever. That's it. Yeah, that's it. It's just, more could have died. You could have lost 2 if you critically failed that check.
Oh.
Which would have put you guys at 3. Yeah, that's the danger. Mechanically, you guys didn't know you're on a timer. Every hour that you spent trying to find the correct vendor, one chick sold. So she started with 8 because you guys were at 2. She had 6 when you guys got there.
Wow.
And then sold off 1, so there was only 5 left.
Got you. Oh,
it's a really cool hidden mechanic. So you guys get back. Wow. You guys got some serious XP for this.
Jeez, how much?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna start keeping this stuff secret.
Sorry.
This makes it so much easier than having to like figure up XP per encounter and stuff. So you guys approach, you guys keep back there, you have the chicks, you kind of open up your thing here, Lizzie. Being a chameleon, you know you're probably cold-blooded a little bit more anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that there's one that's just like lifeless and sad. There's a little bit of a heart into it. But these chicks don't really live long anyway, but you have 4. Itzy says upon you guys delivering the check, seeing you, she goes, "You've done well. I'll get these to anchor roots. As for you all, you're free for the remainder of the day. I ask that you do return to this same meeting spot tomorrow after breakfast for your next task, okay?"
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Essie.
Yeah.
I even had something in here in case you guys bought the fake chickens and came back. I even had something for that too. Let's just say that you guys got XP per chick you brought back up to a max. So imagine that.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys did good. Congratulations, everybody.
Yay.
Nice. Woo.
To Glee to go split up, Kay walk over to Lizzie, put his hand on her shoulder and say, "You did the best you could."
Her skin turns blue and just all sad. Like,
at least we saved 4.
Lizzie will be great, but make sure you think before you act.
mm-hmm.
She's trying to be very momly, but she's not a good mom because she's only 21.
Well, I just need a drink.
No,
It's been a rough day.
She's going to help you. I need to give you advice.
It's been a good day. It's been a successful day.
Yeah.
Lizzie says, "I need a drink," and the bottle of what she bought yesterday is empty.
That'll help you. Maybe lay off the liquor, Lizzie.
By the way, Lizzie, if you need help with your mathematics, I'm more than capable of assisting.
I mean, at least, well, not now. I just got a lot to think about.
Of course.
But you guys all did good. She starts to turn green.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, you're sick. Oh no. Oh no. Away. She's turning green. Run away. She's about to puke. No. Back to the dorm.
Did you change colors? I'm not sure why you changed colors. But
oh, you never told us that you changed colors because you're a chameleon, not because you're sick.
Well, you guys never asked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My colors mean different things for my personality. It's hard to control them.
When you're spanking them like that, you know?
Yeah, so, green means I'm happy.
Oh. Yay.
So, yes, I'm not sick. Some people confuse me as a goblin, too. So, being short and stuff.
Alright.
But it's cool. We did good.
You did well. I'm going to go to bed. Good night, guys. Boop, boop.
it's the middle of the afternoon.
It's in the afternoon.
It's nighttime.
Oh, you guys only spent 3 hours? Kind of meet up about 9 o'clock? It's just a little afternoon right now?
How long does it take to learn a language?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I would say that's probably a week.
Okay.
Can you guys get started on it?
Yeah, we'll get started on it.
Yeah. We'll do a study session.
Okay. Study session. I'll buy a student.
Okay, so what we'll do. I think that it's a little too late to take advantage of a full downtime activity. So instead of saying no, I'm going to allow it to be a roll. If you succeed, you have a day worth of your training towards the language.
Okay.
If you fail, you don't get enough studying done to matter. And I'm going to let you be the one rolling it because you're the teacher. Hey, you can roll either academia lore if you have it, and if not, then I need you to roll society.
I wish she was rolling, and then I was assisting. That's fine.
I know, but you're the teacher.
I'm sorry.
How are you aiding her teaching you?
I just have my eyes because I change better.
She's teaching me, and I'm teaching her. Because I'm teaching her Magambia, and she's teaching me Phoenix. Yeah. But either way,
but I would have really bomb it.
You have, is that the society check, 25?
Yeah.
That's a success, so you have 1 day towards training the language.
That's fine.
I was thinking about changing myself
no
to.
No one but Essie is a tip of sun in the dormitory, so.
Typical girl, except for when I was, if I was, but then they were.
I'm probably gonna go with Maria.
Emerald Bow.
So Mariah, yeah.
Welcome to the club, girl.
We're both good
Moonflower,
talkers.
You want to go work at the kitchen?
Wait,
yes, actually. I mean,
I'm gonna.
just don't put bones in the
gardening,
food.
It's nature when it comes to gardening. Is that what you want to do?
it's kind of a little bit of both, honestly. I mean, I'm not the best at the gardening aspect, but it's kind of a, hopeful kind of moment more than anything.
Okay.
So, do I just roll for it right now?
You're trained, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna make it a little harder than usual, as again because it's half a day. In a way, you don't really get to focus all on it. But you go and try to help out with the kitchen. You meet the chef. You tell her you're here for some money. She's looking for someone to start in the morning, kind of thing. Gardening's easier to do like early in the morning, especially if the sun does come out and start to scorch stuff. But they can still use the help up until they close the sunset. So I'm gonna increase the DC a little bit. I have the DC. You can roll your nature check. There's also survival, by the way. There was also crafting or a lore skill if you have one that's relevant to helping with the kitchen, like cooking. But if you want to do nature, I'll let you do it.
Wait, so are these classes or not classes?
No, these aren't classes. This is just volunteer stuff.
Oh,
This is
okay.
earned income. This is work.
Classes are next week, so
Gotcha.
Yeah, we have 6 more days of helping out.
19. Hopefully this works.
Oh wow, you only have a 3.
Yeah, it's one of those, like I said,
Wait.
this is more of a wishful thinking more than anything.
You are trained though. Oh, because you have no wisdom. Oh.
Yeah, gnolls are bad at wisdom.
Alright.
So, also, I was not aware that there was a crafting version of this, so, kind of really probably should have considered that beforehand.
Yeah, that was like fixing dishes and stuff like that for him. You go out, you tend to the garden. You don't do too well. Gardening isn't something that you're used to.
I mean, I live in
Plants can't grow without water, and you had that problem. This area is lush, so you're trying to learn. Take a couple of missteps, but they're not displeased with you. They try to show you some stuff, and for your efforts, they do pay you for the day. Only 8 copper.
It's beautiful. I have no idea what this thing that they just gave me is, but it's beautiful.
They gave you 8 coppery looking coins for your work.
Wow, we do not get paid a lot.
10 copper is a lot.
8 copper is a lot of money, actually.
Yeah.
But also Moonflower failed too, so that's something else to consider.
Oh yeah.
Hell.
Oh.
He failed.
Yeah, like, you gotta think, like, an average farmer probably makes, like, 2 copper a day, maybe. You got paid 4 times that for messing up.
Lizzie and Dancing Moon, you guys want to do anything for the rest of the day?
Dancing Moon
That's all day.
will explore the campus. He wants to memorize where everything is.
Okay. So not rely on the map, right?
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Cool.
Lizzie, anything special?
Grab 1 drink. I know they said don't, but
It'll be okay. From the drink that you bought, or from something else?
Oh, from the bar. I'm saving the drinks for when we do a good moment or something.
Okay. So 1 drink isn't going to be that much of a time. What do you want to do for the rest of the time?
I could. They're studying. He's doing that. He's doing that. Yeah, what? I'll help. I'll volunteer.
Go do some work?
Yep.
It was a survival, crafting, nature, or a lore skill if it's relevant.
Oh, I wanted to go with Maria. Is that Mariah?
What happened? Yes. Lizzie.
Mariah's not working. She's studying Mawagni.
No. I know that. I'm talking about like the branch she's in.
No, that's next week when we're in the academy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not in. Yeah, we gotta wait a week.
We're at orientation.
You're in community service right now. You're like cleaning roads.
So what I need again? Nature, society.
Nature, survival, crafting, and a lore skill if it makes sense.
Nature.
So you work alongside with Moonflower. You actually recognize her, and you both make mistakes on the day. So you make only a copper as well.
I was copying her.
All right. The day comes to an end. Sun starts going down. Anything you guys want to do this night?
So while she's studying with me, can I try to study TN from her?
Or TN?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
That would be, if you've ever learned a language in real life, that would be the most confusing thing ever.
What do you mean?
You're speaking and writing their language at the same time they're speaking and writing their language to you.
Okay. So essentially, I have spent the whole time.
Yes. So that she can focus on it, because if she takes her focus off, already was a half a day, then she doesn't even get credit.
I have to devote all my time to teaching her. That's fine.
I'll buy you dinner.
Get free dinner.
Ooh, I want to find the arachnid, or I keep forgetting what it's called.
Anabi.
You want to knock on doors?
Yep, knock on doors. It's one of my missions.
You're going to knock on everybody's door tonight. Huh?
No, I'm going to knock on everybody's door on the left side tonight.
That's where everyone stays. The only person that's on the right side with you is Hybrim.
I swear I know where she's at. Let's try this door first. Nope, never mind.
You knock on it. Jazira opens it, sees you. Already drank everything, huh? Need more?
No. I'm not an alcoholic. Thank you very much. But it was good stuff, though. Oh, have you seen where the lady with the two spider children are at?
Roll a diplomacy check. Points to the south. At the first of the doors, you'll see the next ones. You get that?
No, I didn't get that. To the south.
He pointed to the south. He goes, not the first double doors you see, the second ones.
Ah, okay. Not the first double doors. I see the second one. So right here. Okay, knock.
Is that where you go?
Yep.
You knock. Essie answers the door.
Oh.
Yes, is that something I can do for you?
Sorry, wrong room. I was looking for the... I keep forgetting the name, for Pete's sake. The spider lady. Anadi. Yeah,
Anadi. Lady, that's very racist. Anyway, she points to this door here, as when he pointed south, not the first double doors you see, the second, you went to the third.
Oh. I thought he meant, like, not the first double doors I see, like, the first two double doors. Sounds weird, but that's what I was thinking. Okay, this door.
Okay.
Knocks.
Yes.
Knocks, the door cracks open. Standing there before you is a little creature, like a little spider. Yes. Little backpack.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Adorable.
That's so cute.
It looks up to you, and it's like a little boy's voice. You're very weird looking.
Is that how you should treat a woman?
Yes. And no? Wait.
The answer is no. Is your mother home?
Jesus Christ, hold on. Not in the moment. I'm getting food. Oh god. I'm Zanvi, though. My brother's inside. He's cleaning. Woman, you don't look old.
I'm about, like, 27 years old.
You're young.
Well, because I live a happy life. That's why. You look pretty young, too. How old are you?
Oh god, I don't know how old they are. keep hearing from a lot of people I'm 18. It's different for our kind.
Don't you have like a humanoid form?
Yes, but it's ugly. This is better.
Ugly is very subjective. I was called ugly a lot. Trash, dirt, you name it, goblin, that stuff.
Goblins are cool. Have you come to play?
Well, I came to learn more about you, in Milwaukee and stuff. My sponsor was talking about how he met one of you guys in Milwaukee because he used to live here. He knows all the languages and stuff.
Oh, you don't know much of that. I have toys.
I give him like a little ball. Well, I can't play. Yeah, just a
I
ball.
didn't see a ball in your inventory.
There is a ball in my inventory.
I didn't. Oh, this is great. And he begins to begins to spin a web around it, like launching it out like it's on one of those the pogo stick. What do they call them? The things where you slap paddleboards.
Paddleboards.
Doing that.
That's really cute.
This is really cool. Kind of just doesn't really shut the door. But you see him like scurry away. Zach, look what I got.
Well, Zanzi.
You get your conversation happening inside the room.
Well, Zanzi, real quick. Well, I gotta go do some other work, but.
I was like, this. They're not even like listening to you. Like two kids playing.
Kids.
I think Mom's gonna be okay that we got a new toy. We haven't cleaned up the room yet. What time do you think she's gonna be back? And like two siblings just in their own world right now.
Well, if you guys can hear me, if you ever see your mom, tell her I'm down the hall. Last door down the hall. That's pretty much it. So, see you guys, Zanzi and your brother. Hope we meet again. And I go to my dorm room.
How about the two names, by the way, if it matters?
Oh, I thought it was you said Zazie, right?
Zanvi and Zakva.
Ah, gotcha. Gotta put that in my notes.
Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Never mind.
I mean, the only thing I can say is maybe I can meet Anchor Root.
Try.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget which room was she in again.
Well, this is where it gets fun. So go ahead and figure out what do you think she is. Same dormitory. But one thing you do remember about her is that she was very shy.
Right. I mean, I'm honestly not expecting to find her on my first try or to probably be able to have a proper conversation with her.
I mean, you can get lucky.
I mean, that's all I'm hoping for. Okay, so
Pick a room. Pick a room.
I want to say this one. That's it. I pinged it on the map right over here.
Okay, go there.
And let's go.
You knock?
Yes, I knock.
A voice kind of can be heard from the other side. Yes? Who is it?
My name is Moonflower Gimpy. I am new to school.
The door cracks just barely. It's standing there, shorter than you. It's Ankaru. At the right room.
Oh, nice.
To be Ankaru. So cute. Looks up into you. Which is very weird, Normally when someone like cracks the door to look through it, you can see just her face. She cracks it and like slips into the hallway. And only half of her eye is like back in her room. She's like in almost fully in the hallway, thinking she's hiding from you. No visitors. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
It is fine. I just want to meet you.
At all? Or forgive me, I've upset you. It looks like she's like, almost like a tear's welling up and like they're starting to glisten kind of thing.
Do not cry. No need waste tears. Tears precious where I come from.
From out of rain. Anyway, hi, and she squeaks and like closes the door, and you can hear skittering on the other side of the door.
Well, isn't she just adorable? Well, first contact, people, first contact. Well, that's all for me. I will meet her again another day.
You said this is one small step for man. Hey, anyone else? Oh, go to the next day. You guys let me know.
Let's go next day.
Yeah. Next day.
Yeah, next day.
The next day, after your daily preparations, getting everything that you done. Want to know? It's Essie. She bobs her umbrella and greeting at you. It's only me today. I'm the only one of us vets who plans to join the Tempest Sun Mages since Uduak. She kind of lowers her head with a sigh. If you remember, Uduak was the other student who was a Tempest Mage who kind of let the power get to his head and then blew himself up.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the branch that defends Natamu and the people around the city from outside threats, big and small. Today, you're going to help us with a very small threat. Some gremlins have gotten into one of the school storage rooms. I want you to get them out without harming them.
Oh.
Storage room is one of the 6. It's in a large barn up on campus to the north. She gives you directions to its location.
Wait. You want us not to harm them?
Yes, I mean it. They're sour little pests, but they haven't done anything except throw some jaws around and be obnoxious. The Gambia doesn't approve of killing anyone just because who they are. As I mentioned before, one of us learned the hard way. If you remember her story about Uduak, they were tasked to handle some gremlins, and he just slaughtered them. And he was reprimanded for it, and he got pissed and tried to attack back, and then got essentially, I wouldn't say a dungeon, but was like being detained, and he tried to attack back again, but the magic reverbed into him and he exploded.
Can I roll something about gremlins? Maybe find a weakness that we can exploit to make them flee?
Like any tips or clues what we can do to talk to them non-combatively?
Do you have you know gremlins are riding. It'd be like you've got a couple of humans in a bar. You're like, can I roll recall knowledge about humans?
Okay, so I have to see that. Once I see these gremlins, I can because they're.
You can also ask, because you know your first instinct was like, hey, let's kill gremlins. But you haven't even asked her what kind of gremlins. But because between you and me,
I was going to, but if you give me.
Let me give you a second. You should have started. What kind of gremlins are there? And then when I told you, then you could have said, "Can I roll recall knowledge about that gremlin?" You went straight to
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Between you and me, I don't think anyone will mind too much if you gave them a whack or two in the head. Get them out of the storage room and release them off grounds. Right? It's probably the best to release them outside of Ntamu entirely if you're going to do that. But do not. Very important. We are not about that kind of business, okay?
It's non-lethal. Okay.
We're not supposed to harm them. Harming is attacking.
Yeah, no.
You can harm them, you just
non-lethal.
can't kill them.
Yeah, non-lethal. You're gonna have to attack them. That's what I would vote for.
So,
do we know what kind of gremlins they are?
To be honest, I'm not entirely clear on the distinction between gremlin types, but I have been told that these specific kind are called Pugwampies. If you want more information about them, I checked the school library.
Do we have time for this? Yes, Lizzie, we will probably want to not leave them.
okay.
Or they said don't harm them, right? Harming is attacking, correct? So we do
harming,
have...
like,
don't kill them.
Don't put them into the ground.
Okay, so we can attack them non-lethally, but not like...
Like I said, between you and me, they can deserve a walk or two. A lot of people go out there with bloodthirst in their mind.
Oh,
Not trying to kill them.
Don't kill.
Incapacitate them, or if you can find another way, just get them away from the campus.
Okay.
Okay.
We can head to the library then, right, Kate? To get
now that I know what kind of
hey,
they are.
do you have gremlin lore, fey lore? If not, then maybe.
I have fey lore.
You could also, if you want to go research them, you can get a bonus to the recall knowledge check as well.
Do we want to take the time to do that? Because I can do that. I would love to do that, but depends if they want to wait for me to research this.
Just sure, yeah. We're not on time crunch.
Right thing to do.
We're not in a rush at all, so...
Yeah. Just let me get dressed and get out my dorm, you know.
Do we just need to finish it today, Essie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your task.
I will be as quick as I can. Luckily, I have my being from the society. I have expert cataloging skills, so hopefully I'll be able to find these when I need quickly.
Yay.
Library.
To the library, yeah.
Moon leads us there.
Yeah.
This is your second home, Cade.
So you're going to research in the library?
Yes.
Okay. It's about an hour, but you get a bonus to a recall knowledge check about it now.
Okay. Now I'll make my fey check, and then we'll see. And then I will hopefully do well. That's 18. I'll keep that.
It's 18 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pugwampies. There is the sheet for them. Right here. Keys, that was freaking weird. They're known to be mean, dog-faced, and craven. They take disproportionate enjoyment from the accidents and missteps of other creatures. They are the epitome of schadenfreude. They love other people's misfortune. So much so that it... okay, that's something else about that. I'm going to give you something because you went to the library. Remember that Pugwampy gremlins are fey creatures, obviously. They cause misfortune to nearby creatures. That's the thing that happens with them. They love misfortune so much they can cause misfortune. You also recall that Pugwampies have an obsession of gnolls, specifically the ones that are like close to their size. And usually gnolls are small, or Pugwampies are small. They're more afraid of larger gnolls, but they essentially have an obsessive love for smaller gnolls.
Huh. I have an idea coming up.
So if we had perhaps brought a gnoll that was small around, we could potentially have them use them as bait and have them draw them out.
You already know.
That's out of character. I'll say that in character.
You call my character too big.
Something else too that you would learn because you went to the library. Superstitious societies sometimes hang tiny bells made of semi-precious metals in the belief that such bells will dissuade gremlins from destroying an affixed object or even infecting a tomb. Strangely enough, most gremlins believe this superstition as well. Even when a gremlin bell hasn't been magically enchanted, gremlins really don't risk that it is special because they're super. It's like black cat kind of stuff.
Well,
what languages do they speak?
That's what you want to know, your special thing for succeeding?
Yeah, I want those to be languages, because if we're going to speak to them, potentially I want to know what the language is.
It varies. It's almost always undercommon, but Pugwampy specifically can also speak Gnoll. They're essentially like a stunted version, like a fey twisted version of a Gnoll.
So
all right. I have an idea then.
Mm-hmm.
He says after his lunch, if we can get a bell and convince them that this bell is if we can get a bell and points to Moonflower, if you can intimidate them in your own, or make yourself, they are more scared of large gnolls. If you can potentially use the bell in conjunction with your intimidation, perhaps, you can potentially scare them away, and hopefully they can leave this area.
Right. I do
You're
not
smart enough to know that you scared them from this area, I mean they would go infect somewhere else. The idea is that you need to get them off.
Yeah. We're hopefully going to get them out of this area and out of the city. But the point is, we have to get them out of the barn first, and then we can deal with them later.
Mm-hmm.
If they scatter from a scare, they're gonna scatter and flee. And now you got to chase them down, and then hopefully you can get them out of
the next place, in the next place, right?
we need a permanent solution.
Oh, well...
You could go get a cage.
Intimidation can work, but that would be more around the coerce area. But scaring them from this space would mean that, okay, that's...
Oh, yeah, but that's kind of the idea. I'm just trying to, like, coerce them to leave, essentially.
Well, quick question. You said the bells can make them leave, too, right?
And superstition over bell.
Oh,
They
okay.
have superstition over the bells. That's why we use their fear of the bell, the superstition of the bells, plus their fear of the large gnolls, in conjunction to help coerce them to leave. That was the idea, at least.
Gotcha. I have a good idea that, bounces off of Kate's idea. I can make sound appear whenever I feel like it through the air. So I can. So I can make a bunch of bell noises in the whole area, and they could leave the whole area. I can only do it 5 times though.
So we have Moonflower hold the bell. You create the sounds to amplify the bell, and then.
Well, it's like a ghostly. Yeah. It's like a ghostly kind of sound.
Yeah, I like this.
Like ventriloquism.
Yeah,
I like this.
And then we pick them up and take them out of the city.
Or do you think they would willingly go out on their own? Well, we'll see.
And me, Mooncap, and Marai, we can be on standby, just in case it doesn't work. If we do have to take them out, perhaps we can do so non-lethally, and we can take them out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Try my best.
We think we should get a cage or something?
We got rope.
Actually, that's a good idea.
We have rope.
No, I think a cage would be good too. I think a cage would be better in a lock.
Yeah, we should get a cage, like a big kind of cage.
So, stop at the powder pile.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll stop at the powder pile. We're going to get the bells anyway, so...
Okay. Get into the powder pile. And boop. It's up there. Boom. Welcome back. Ooh, shits. Items here to buy? Yes.
We need a cage to put some pugwampies in.
Cage? Yeah, kind of holds up like a bird cage. Cage?
Is that big enough?
Cade?
Probably not.
Give a cage for like a kennel, like a big dog, for like a bigger kind of dog. That'll probably be enough.
Oh, no. Mostly things for students. Small dorms. The cage is not too good.
We can use rope. Tie them up.
I
have ropes.
Perfect.
It's gonna grab a bottle, throw it at Pete.
Alright, I'll react.
Ooh. Oh, you're going to nibble dodge?
Yeah, of course.
I think I missed you. 16.
You would have hit if I didn't nibble dodge.
So throws a bottle, grabs another one, throws again another miss. Flash chatter into the floor around you. Moonflower, your turn.
Yeah, this is quite bothersome. Alright, well, let's see. Alright. First, I'm going to cast Shroud of Night.
I will keep. I'll draw my bladed scarf and try to trip. I need to move one more
Maybe
forward.
a little bit closer, yeah.
I'll try to trip the bottom one.
Right here?
Yep.
Well, the bottom one's down here.
Well, the bottom one that I can reach, this guy.
Roll it again. Let it attack again. Just unfortunate. You go to try to hit the bladed scarf, and it kind of gets like caught in your usher cap a little bit. Miss.
Huh.
It's just unfortunate. That's all. Okay.
All right. Now I would like to recall knowledge on these things.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll it again.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm going to get the misfortune effect.
Wompies.
It's like 5th edition.
You succeed. You've already done a recall knowledge. You don't gain any.
Yep, so I have to crit. Yeah. Knowledge. I'm going to attempt to aid, which is going to make me do it again, but it's fine. I'm aiding Mooncap on his next attack roll.
Did you draw your bow? Did you enter the area with your bow drawn?
I can punch. I can use it with my fist.
Well, you can't fist attack something that's that far away from you. That makes any sense.
Well,
So you got to aid in the range.
It's got to be in a way that
I
you
don't really need my weapon to aid him, though. It's just aiding is just essentially like I'll be like, oh yeah, here's.
Well, that would be like I don't need my athletics to aid him in athletics. With an attack roll,
that's a completely different thing, for sure.
You're aiding in an attack, but I mean, you could shadow box in the air. We won't really help him at all.
All right. Okay. Situation looks dire, but I think we can make it through this one. But what do I actually do, though?
Use your bell thingy.
Can you end
Did it work?
I don't have the one carrying the bell. That was Lizzie.
Did it?
I'm shaking it.
Because you're speaking null, right?
Yes, I speak null.
I thought you entered speaking null with the bells.
No. I entered speaking null while Lizzie was behind me ringing the bell.
I didn't realize that Lizzie had the bell.
Is that important?
Yeah, is that important?
Okay. We'll see. Things are going to change in this next round. We'll see.
Okay. Well, first and foremost,
because of that, as you start your turn, I need you to roll 2 will saves.
2 will saves?
Yep.
Sure. 14, 20.
Like to keep both of those?
Just only for the 15.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Hey, geez, the one
you buy part of the shelf instead. Like, the cheese fungus kind of got you there for a second, so you decided to bite again, but you...
How
unlucky.
Like, who is managing this barn? Like,
you bit the wood. The barn the owner didn't force you to do that. You did that.
Okay, well, one of those things was toe jam, and that would imply that, someone has been cleaning toe jam off of the freaking...
No, you went to go bite the creature and its toe jam. The creature has toenails, and, if you smell toenails, it smells like cheese. And because of the fungus that grows in. It's, tunnels like this, for those who know, kind of exist everywhere. For a bit when they were building structures, it also helps to redirect water because it rains so much. It doesn't just pull outside and seep into the soil. Sometimes if it gets into a building, if there's no drainage, it just will flood the building. But that's why these kind of tunnels existed. But it looks like these creatures could take them. But it is very late. We can come back next time with you guys turning in mission free, whatever you want to do with them. I know it is late.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, quick question. So what if we use the Moonflower's tiny knoll? That little thing.
You mean the hyena? My little hyena?
Is it a hyena or is it a knoll?
If you convinced her to show up with you, they would have just talked to her, and then if you asked her to ask them to leave, they would have left because they have an obsessive love for small gnolls.
Yeah, Yeah, that would have ended everything faster. We didn't know we could bring somebody along.
They didn't bring up that we could have used that. But
now that we know.
I mean, I did. I mentioned the small goal.
Just again, I was concerned for her privacy and thusly thought, I'm pretty sure we can handle this on our own.
I thought the idea also was that you would walk in with the bells, coerce them to leave, and that'd be it. But I guess.
Well, the problem is that I already knew that I'm not a small knoll, so
I thought you would scare them out of here.
We couldn't coerce them via diplomacy, but that was the point. Was you were going to scare them with the bells because you have a larger quotation marks knoll.
But I'm not a larger knoll. The problem.
You are. You're bigger than them.
Okay, yeah, but so is Anchor Root, but that's not the point. It has to be an actual large knoll.
No, you are bigger than them. What are you talking about? You are a large knoll.
Oh, medium knolls don't do any.
Oh.
Yeah, we knew that medium knolls didn't work. But the point is, it doesn't matter. We beat them. We're fine.
Yeah.
We got through. In the end, it worked out. Mm-hmm. So that is a good props to everyone.
Yeah.
They have a -2. They have a -2 to strength. Oh, that's why it was so bad. I give you guys XP.
Well, that was good. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it was nice to do a combat.
Yes. The chicken one. Yeah, it was not scammed.
Severe encounter for first level party.
That was severe?
That was severe?
Yeah.
Yeah, because all the melees had the marshals had all the.
You saw how much trouble I had. You saw how much trouble I had just to do anything that whole fight.
Yep.
If we had days on them.
Days helped out a lot because it was still a lot 2 each round. Electric Arc also was really helping because saving throws, taking a penalty for her. But Mariah was also beyond the range of the aura the whole time too.
Yep.
I saw you guys going. I'm like, I ain't going in. Look, guys, just get me away. So I'm
at least
you could have stepped up a little bit.
I love how it's like when you start your turn or into the aura. Will save, but you roll twice on the will save and take the lowest. So, the unlock aura even affects the initial will save. It was DC 17, and I think that Kay got close with a 16. Everyone failed it.
Yeah, I got a 14.
Originally, Lizzie failed it, but you're immune if you're holding precious bells and if you're holding them outward.
Ah, okay.
And then being 3 bells, clever people would have been like, here, everyone grab one, so there's more bells across more people, but having them all on one person didn't too much. Especially the intimidation was great, but you rolled on your intimidation.
Would ghost sound work? Or no?
It's not the sound of the bell. It's the bell itself.
Ah, okay. I thought I was going to chase him out of here.
I was going to get bonuses. I honestly suspect Moonflower because she did. She walked in and was saying some stuff, and the sound of the bells and whatnot, they didn't really come out of hiding yet. But and Moonflower mentioned, okay, I'm going to walk in and then the bells in hand, try to spook them out of it. But it had to be a language get shared. She had to have something. Moonflower needed the bells, and that could have also done it too. But
well, it's cool. Well, we did good.
Yeah,
yeah, we survived.
See you all next week.
Yep.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.